KO the basic. We lit tonight. Y'all come through, man. Y'all know how we gonna show up and show out. See y'all all in the building.
Hey, yo, what's good with y'all, man? Welcome to another episode of Knockout Boxing 86 TV. It's your boy Knockout Boxing, and we back with another live show. Y'all be sure to smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're here for the first time. Turn on that notification bell so you can know when we drop content on a daily basis. We dropped 3 members-only videos. We dropped a Ryan Garcia video, and we dropped the Tank Davis video today, so y'all be sure to check those out when y'all get done with the live stream, man. It's your one-stop shop for everything you need to know and get caught up in with the sport of boxing. Today we got a lot to talk about. We got Jaron Ennis and Terence Crawford hot off the presses, a little back and forth, little, you know what I mean? It's getting a little intense between those two, man. So we're going to talk about that today. We got to talk about Artur Beterbiev and Callum Smith and what they got going on with their fight on Saturday. Some big news came from that we got to discuss. So we got a lot to talk about, man. Y'all be sure to drop a comment. Let me know you here. Donate to the Cash App. Donate to the Super Chat. Show your support for the channel and all the hard work that we do by donating if you're able to. If you're not able to, at the very least, we need to go ahead and make sure that we run up them damn likes. Let's see who we got in the building so far, man. Y'all be sure to drop a comment and let me know you're here. We got Brother Huey Q in the building. We got King Styles Productions in the building. Thrill Hill is up in here. Crush the Legend in the building. All Things in the building. My homie and channel member to the channel, Emmanuel Carter, always coming through and showing support. We got D1 in the building, always coming through and showing support. I appreciate you in the super chat earlier today doing our video that we had on Tank Davis in Saudi Arabia. Frequent Flyer in the building. What's up with it, homie? We got Frequent Flyer in this thing. We got Cash Crypto sliding through in the building. We got the Red in the building. Cash Crypto, Cedric Walcott, the homie Teach them slid up in here. Anthony Chulo in the building. What's good with it? And we got the homie Not Me, channel member to the channel. Beautiful dogs on the picture. He up in the building too. Appreciate you, bro. And we got Kyle Wheel in the building. What's happening with you? Okay, bro, look. I don't want that shit as no ticker. What the fuck? Hold on, y'all. What that shit is. Clarissa Shields and Alicia Baumgartner ran into each other on the same flight. Alicia Baumgardner was recording her for the gram, and they talk shit back and forth. And they also, at least Clarissa Shields. Well, man, let me go find this shit. Hold on. So after they had their back and forth, they both went to social media. This is what they had to say. This is what they had to say. Hold on. Let me go find this shit, bro. I had it right here. All right, so they both went to Twitter and they say, Alicia Baumgardner say, y'all thought I was going to be quiet when I saw her. No, I don't do all that talking, then be hush mode. Like I said, fight me. Clarissa Shields say, y'all see who recording who? Bomb a clown. I don't need to promote myself. She got it. Thank you, Alicia Baumgardner. Appreciate you. Alicia Baumgardner said she really want to fight her and that Clarissa Shields can make 147 pounds. We got my homie Cedric Walcott, 5-piece. No biscuit in the super chat. Trophies. Salute to the homie Cedric. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. Listen, man. Dragon Assassin. I see you, Gertz. 2 cents boxing. What's up? Pull out bandit. I see you, bro. Salute to all y'all. Stinger from above. I see you slid in here through the back door. What's up, homie? Look. Here's the thing, right? 2 cents boxing is in the building. It's going to be some other ladies pull up in the building. My beautiful wife, Miss KO, will be here in a moment. But to the brothers and sisters in the chat so far as we get started to cook on our show, if you believe in equality, put equal in the chat. If you believe in equality, put equal in the chat. I'm going somewhere with this. Y'all know I always got a plan. I always got an angle. I'm the boxing debate angleologist. The angles is undefeated. You can't mess with it. I got some. I'm asking this for a reason. Brian King, B. Falcone. What's up, homie? Smash the like as y'all come in here too. People coming through the door late. Thrill Hill, the OG. I saw you, but if I ain't speak to you, Thrill Hill. So shout out to my OG Thrill Hill. I appreciate you, man. Always support. I'm sorry if we get a little too loud sometimes, get a little rowdy over here, but I appreciate you, OG. I appreciate you, man. Real talk. But again, bro, if you believe in equality, my homie Dank is in the building. Dank Father, what up? If you believe in equality, just do me a favor and just put equal in the chat. Brian said he don't believe in equal. So the majority of people believe that equality, shit should be equal, equality. All right. We got the homie Emmanuel Carter in the super chat with the 10-piece. No biscuit, just a 10-piece. He ain't even say nothing. He ain't even say nothing. All right. He just showing love. Appreciate that, Emmanuel. 2 cents say I believe in balance, not equality. Okay. I hear that. Well, I believe if women want to fight 3-minute rounds, they should be able to do so. I believe that women should be able to get the same accolades and the same thing that men get. But what I also believe is that the same way that we go in, the same way that we criticize the men in sports, you can't just have it one way. You can't get all the adulation that they get, but not have to have that strong goddamn backbone, them strong shoulders to be able to take some criticism. We got Stinger from above with the 5-piece. He say, blessings to my favorite boxing content creator. I appreciate that, Stinger. Real talk. Epoxy Magic's in the building. Rodzilla, the homies in the building. So I got to give some smoke to somebody today. I do. I gotta get some smoke. Some of y'all ain't gonna like this shit. Alicia Baumgardner don't want to fight Clarissa Shields for real. She don't want no smoke. Knockout for real? How you know that? Zoomverse, what up? All things, what up? How you know that, bro? She talking her shit. She talking her shit. Knockout, she really wants smoke with Clarissa. She really want that smoke with Clarissa shit. She don't want no smoke with the GOAT. And you know how you know it? You know how you know it? It come all full circle. We keep the same energy. Did y'all know what's Alicia Baumgartner's best win? Yes, they are Stinger from above. Danetta, what's up? Somebody give me her best win in the chat. What is Alicia Baumgartner's best win in her career? What's her best win? If you don't follow women's boxing, that's okay. 2 cents is correct. Michaela Mayer. Mr. Davis, what's up, homie? Michaela Mayer, OG3 Hill. Yes, Michaela Mayer. There they go. There go the answers. Maybe it's just a little delay. I am ahead of y'all. Michaela Mayer. What's up, Cassandra? I see you. Michaela Mayer is her best win. The biggest fight of her career. The most money she done ever made. Rick Timms, what's up? On Clarissa Shields' undercard. She fought Michaela Mayer October 15, 2022. Clarissa fought Savannah Marshall October 15, 2022. She was Clarissa Shields' co-main event. What business you got telling Clarissa Shields what weight class she got to fight you at? So Clarissa Shields supposed to come down to a weight class she never fought at before. For you? For you? Who are you? Who are you? Dominic, what up? Who are you, bro? AD Solo, what up? A1, what up? Sorry, bro. When your B-side ass is trying to tell the A-side ass fighter what weight class that they gotta meet you at, they don't want to fight you. They don't want to fight you, bro. Wake me up when Alicia Baumgartner quit trying to tell Clarissa Shields what weight class they gonna fight at. Marky Dan, what up, homie? Wake me up when that shit happen. Until then, man, I ain't hearing that shit. I'm not hearing that. She don't want to fight her for real. She just talking. She just bumping her guns. She just bumping her guns. Fuck you mean? You was just on her undercard a year and 3 months ago. Let me see. October 22 to October 2023. That's 1 year. November, December, January. 15 months ago, you was on her undercard. Now you telling her what weight class she got to fight you in. Last I checked, she was the 2-time undisputed champion in 2 separate weight classes in the 4-belt era. Forget being the first man to do it. She is the first person to do it. No evidence. What up? The first person to do it. You don't want that fight for real. Because everybody in this chat, including Dang Father, y'all know how that shit'll go. D-Free, what up, homie? Y'all know how that shit'll go, bro. Why are we acting like we don't know the outcome to that fight? Clarissa Shields will beat her the fuck up. And since Clarissa Shields ain't got devastating power like that, it will be just that. Getting your ass beat up for 10 straight rounds. 10 straight rounds of an ass whooping. Because guess what? Clarissa Shields don't get tired like that. And all the hand speed you think you got, she got that shit. She got that shit in space. Them little skills you think you got, all the shit that Alicia Baumgartner has been trying to accomplish since being an amateur when she was coming up, Clarissa Shields did that shit. And she naturally way bigger than you. Y'all ever heard the good big guy beats the little big guy, or the good big woman beats the little big woman? Well, when the big woman is great, when a bigger woman is just great and just better than you already by far, and you just good, that's an ass whooping. I'm not even bullshitting y'all. That'll probably be one of the easiest fights of Clarissa Shields' career. That'd be one of the easiest fights of her career. So all this Clarissa Shields, Alicia Baumgartner shit, man, all that shit, Wake me up when her B-side ass is ready to really fight the GWOAT and stop trying to dictate shit to the GWOAT. My homie Keon in the building. What's up, man? Wake me up when that happens. Night, right? I see you. What's up, homie? Wake me up when that happens. Until then, stop bullshit. I thought it was cool. I thought it was funny. They was on the same flight though. Texas 16 South. What up? I thought they were cool. I thought they were funny. Straight up. But so that we got that, bro. We got that shit out the way. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Pitbull versus Lion Ryan. Ryan Garcia responded. Ryan Garcia responded. He said, "What's a pit bull to a lion?" So what Ryan Garcia about to do? A 2-fight deal? What's going on, bro? Is he fighting Rolly or is he fighting Pitbull? Who y'all prefer him to fight? Who y'all prefer him to fight? And since when Pitbull talking about coming up to 140? But he calling Ryan Garcia out. Ryan responded. Who y'all think Ryan gonna fight? Rolly or Pitbull? I'd rather see him fight Rolly, bro. Yeah, I'd rather see him fight Rolly. And long as Pitbull just get the hell on out the way of Tank Davis, I'd rather see him fight Rolly. But if the only way I can get Pitbull out the way is if we get Ryan Garcia and Pitbull, then give me that too. He said, "You meant Lion Ryan." There, I fixed it for you. Yeah. Yeah, I thought y'all would get that. He said he a lion up. He said he a lion, bro. That's what he said. I ain't make him say that shit. He said that shit on his own, bro. So Ryan Garcia, man, I don't know what's up with him. 1 minute is Rolly. 1 minute he responding to Pitbull. Pitbull just looking for a fight. Pitbull just looking for a fight, bro. Dank Father still holding out hope for his ability to hate on Tank Davis. I know what you really want, though. I know what you really want, Dank. You want me to have to cook Tank. So you hoping for Pitbull. You hoping for motherfucking El Rayo. You hoping, bro. You want Tank to fight one of them so bad, bro. Just so you can criticize him and I can criticize. I know what you want. I know what you're going for, bro. I know what you're going for, bro. Nigga, I see you in the building. I know what you're going for. But Pitbull ass, bro. Nah. Long as I don't give a fuck who he fight. I'm glad he have to call out Ryan. I'm glad. Look at Jonathan. He want that shit too. Facts. Look, we know Tank said he'll never fight Pitbull again. We know Pitbull is calling out Ryan Garcia and saying he moving on from Tank because Tank don't want to fight him. We know that these are the facts of the situation. But we still gonna say that he fighting Pitbull though. Because we just running out of shit. We don't know. Every narrative that we come up with, KO cooks us. So we're gonna keep trying. Y'all on that motherfucking Aaliyah shit. If at first you don't succeed. Looking ass niggas, man. That's what y'all is on. Omega Red, my homie. And channel member to the channel. My light-skinned brother from another. Frequent says, I can't lie, KO. I won't really be mad at Rayo versus Tank. You should be. You most definitely should be. Tank Davis ain't got no business in the ring with somebody who defense so flawed and so trash they lost to motherfucking Chris Colbert before. Nor should he be in the ring. Nor should he be in the ring with a motherfucker when the motherfucker that knocked him out is available to fight too. No, bro. Straight up. Hey, I see y'all saying weirdos. I ain't catch it. Get them out of here, though. Please. I hear you, freaking, but nah, Rayo is not. No, hell no. Nah. You can't fight Rayo when the motherfucker that knocked him out is available to fight too. The only ones we like is a fight fan. Fuck being a Tank fan for a minute, bro. just as a fight fan, if you want to sit down on Saturday night, and you want to watch Tank Davis fight, and you know the lay of the land, and you know what the odds are, and who he could fight realistically right now, and who he can't fight realistically, and what may happen and what may not happen, and who got mandatories, who don't got mandatories, who over here on the zone, who over here on Top Rank. If you know all of that, bro, then you should be Frank Martin or Edwin De La Santo. Frank Martin and Edwin De La Santos. We got the homie Just Doing the build. Frank Martin and Edwin De La Santos, that's really all you should be cool with, bro. It's time for that Loma fight. Nah. Loma's fighting George Kambosos in Australia. That's already a done deal. And that's why I say, bro, if you know what I'm saying, if you really follow boxing like that, you know who got fights coming up and who already lined up to do this and do what. Then that's the fight. You should. I don't know this, bro. The WBA, like the WBO stand for whatever Bob orders. After I'd be cool with Stinger. The WBA stands for We Back Al. That is Al Heyman's motherfucking which Gary, Dominique, put it in the chat. It's like 3 of them over there that's fighting. Obviously, I know you ain't talking about the 118 pounder. Which Gary, the featherweight or the junior welterweight? Let me know which one you talking about. If the WBA, if Al Heyman, if Tank Davis don't want them to order that shit, bro, that shit ain't getting mandated. They made, bro, y'all remember Yordenis Ugas? It's like people be forgetting this shit. In late 2021, after Ugas beat Manny Pacquiao in August of 2021, do y'all not remember it was Jamal James, Butayev, Imanis Stanionis, and Yordenis Ugas. It was supposed to be a tournament to see who were going to be the WBA champion. Butayev and Stanionis was supposed to fight. And Yordenis Ugas was supposed to fight. Matter of fact, Jamal James wasn't in the tournament. Butayev already had beat Jamal James. But matter of fact, he was supposed to fight Stanionis. It was supposed to be a tournament and shit. Man, Al Heyman made a whole fucking tournament go away. Woke, I see you. It made a whole goddamn tournament go away, bro. What WBA stand for? We Back Al. Savage Killer, I see you. We Back Al. That's what they stand for. WBA is extremely friendly to PBC and his fighters. So again, I'm not doing this shit. The same thing when they tried to say Rolly was the mandatory, bro. You're not fooling me. If Pitbull Cruz happens, it will be because Tank Davis wants to fight him. I will not accept any excuses from anyone, bro. Y'all know how I get down over here, bro. I'm not accepting any excuses from anyone because I know how the shit works. That's a cop-out. That's some capping ass shit. Oh, man, he had to fight him knockout. He's just mandatory. No, he didn't. No, the fuck he didn't. If that fight happened, it's going to be because Tank and his team want that shit to happen. So, nope, miss me with the mandate shit, Tank. Nope, that shit ain't no mandate. That's going to be because Tank is cool with fighting him and he going back on his word. And what he said about not fighting him was not true. That's what that would mean. No, I won't. I don't like that word either, bro. Slither? I ain't no snake, bro. What you talking about? Some slither and shit, bro. It's a movie my wife likes. She like them horror movies. It's a movie called Slither. That shit creeping in the motherfucker, man. I don't like that word, slither. I don't like that word. Use another word, dog. I don't like that word, bro. Slither make me, it's like it make me feel like I'm itching and I'm not. You say the word slither, make me feel like I'm itching and I'm not even itching, bro. Like, I don't know what to do. Now, see, you can always count on my boy. You can always count on my boy. You can count on my boy now. Now, if you can't count on shit else, You can count on my boy, bro. He gonna throw some extra sauce on some shit. He is gonna lie to you. Okay? He gonna lie to you and tell you some shit that you know not true. That you know not true. If Tank Davis fights Pitbull, he will still need to tell 96 more lies to catch up with Bill Haney, bro. If he fights Pitbull, we will cook him. We will call him out. We will roast him. I will allow you to come up here and roast him. But he would still need to tell LeRon Jones, what's up? He would still need to tell 96 more lies to catch up with Bill Haney, bro. Stop. Stop. See, there you go. There you go with that extra sauce shit, bro. Yeah, you can't never just say, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, if he fight Pitbull, then he cap, bro. He lied like a motherfucker. We should cook him. You can't just say the truth, okay? You always got to go a step too far, bro. Good brother. You always go here. Like, you should be here, but you always got to take that bitch all the way up here and leave yourself open, bro. Dog. Ain't nobody catching Bill, bro. Like, no time soon, bro. No time soon, bro. Straight up. Ain't nobody catching him. Stop that shit, whoa. All right, moving on, bro. Moving on. We got to talk about Beterbiev for a minute. First, in case y'all didn't know, Beterbiev versus Dimitri Bivol, it's done. It's a done deal. It's a done deal. As long as Artur Beterbiev wins. Now, there was another fight about 3 weeks ago. There was a done deal. Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua. Deontay Wilder lost, and now we got Deontay Wilder versus Jay Lee, Big Bang Zhang, apparently, is what's being reported so far. And Anthony Joshua versus Francis Ngannou. I would still want to see the light heavyweight undisputed championship if it's Callum Smith versus Dimitri Bivol. But I would be livid, bro, if we don't finally, after all these years, get to see Artur Beterbiev versus Dimitri Bivol. But it's a done deal. It's a done deal, bro. As long as Beterbiev can win this weekend against Callum Smith. Will it end up like Wilder and AJ, or will the fight actually happen? My channel members, D1, Emmanuel Carter, Meaty Riley in the building, what's up? They know who I picked already. 2 Cents Boxing. Like, they know who I picked already. Videos already been up. Boxing Gym, what's up, homie? Salute to you. Jonathan Jackson, what's up? Road to Redemption, what's happening? They in 2 different weight classes now. Boots is 147-pound IBF champion right now. And Virgil Ortiz just had his first fight at 154. That fight's not realistic until Boots moves up. But that's going to be the biggest fight of that generation, in my opinion. They clearly, to me, better than the guys that will come up with. Road to Redemption. He need to do what he been. He need to clean out 147, build his legacy at 147, and then move up. He don't need to rush up there when he can fight unifications and build his legacy at welterweight. Nah. Virgil need to solidify himself, and he need to get a championship. And Virgil needs to continue to get healthy and make sure that he's over those ailments that he was dealing with that kept him out the ring for the past year and a half. But it's a great fight. I'm with you. Coed says Virgil last fight was trash. I mean, when you openly put somebody in that motherfucker, they got an aneurysm, according to 2 doctors, but then y'all clear him anyway with the third doctor and shit. and then let him fight. And Tony Weeks, the first time Virgil Ortiz pinched him, he stopped the fight. You're gonna get a trash ass fight. And that's what happened with these fight cards when you put all these different weight classes on the fight cards and shit. The shit, maybe I'm stupid or something. Maybe it's somebody in here that knows better than I know and shit. But all I'm saying is, if I know I got one of my top prospects, Virgil Ortiz, and I'm fight for Reed, what up? And I'm putting him at 154 pounds. I'm gonna make sure that at least one other fight on the card got some 154 pounders and shit. So if his opponent have to pull out, or if he got an aneurysm, or if he get injured or some shit, or he can't get his visa together, I can just take one of the other fighters from the other 154 pound fight that I was gonna have, and I can slide them in, and then my fighter can still have somewhere to fight. They didn't do that. Instead, they got lightweights and junior welterweights and shit on the card, and now they got this dude. He getting this checkup, and they talking about this month he got a goddamn aneurysm. And now you got it. Now you got to let him fight anyway. Yeah, bro. So I ain't mad at Virgil for that. I mean, you could, if you know boxing, we could see the dude didn't even belong in the ring with Virgil. Like, he already had hurt. If Virgil hurting you with a jab, the man got knocked like 2 whole steps backwards, and his legs kind of went out from under him a little bit off of a regular shotgun jab from Virgil, bro. So you knew he wasn't no match, but yeah. Now, like, at first, I was on Tony Week helmet, bro. On Sunday morning when me and KQKC were like, I was on that goddamn helmet. I was like, shit, bro. That stoppage was doo-doo. It was trash. But now, if I'm a referee, bro, you ain't finna die on my watch. You're not finna die on my watch. At all, bro. And I know cause what, bro, let's say, so you see this dude getting beat on. 2 doctors told you he had an aneurysm. 1 doctor told you that he didn't. You let him get beat on like a normal fight. Bah, Virgil throw a left hook right here. Hit his head right here. Aneurysm bust. Now the blood vessel bust in his head and shit. He bleeding all internally. Hit the ring and die. And then come back. Oh, he died because he took a regular punch, but he had an aneurysm. Shit, if it's my family, Knockout Boxing 86 TV, own boxing. Own boxing. So I ain't mad at Tony Weeks, bro. I ain't mad. And then facts, thank father. This the same Tony Weeks that watched David Morrell Jr. almost kill somebody, bro. Y'all had to know that he wasn't going for that shit no more. He like, you know what? And shit. He almost already watched somebody get killed, bro. And see, I knew I wasn't tripping because boxing gyms, y'all go check. If I got to tell you to go check out boxing gyms, then you don't really love boxing. Just breakdowns, the sweet science, better than anybody I've seen. Just a fact. But he say PBC and Top Rank definitely do that exactly the majority of the time. Okay, see, I know I wasn't tripping. You put motherfuckers on the card so that people can fill in. If I got a fucking, listen, bro, if I have, me personally, if I got a fight card, Knockout putting together a fight card, and I got, I don't know, shit, Devin Haney versus Sandor Martin. Let's say I'm the promoter for that fight. Bro, guess who's gonna be on the undercard, bro? I'm gonna have Rich and Hitchens on that bitch. He gonna be going against Jose Ramirez. And just to be sure that my shit really don't fuck up, I'm gonna have Arnold Barboza Jr. on that bitch against some no-name ass fighter. My card ain't getting fucked up. 2 people can get hurt on my card. My shit gonna go off. My shit gonna happen, okay? Knockout I'm gonna bring you the card, bro. I'm bringing you the card. I'm telling you that right now. Shout out to Big Dog Willie, coming a member to the channel for 5 months straight. Salute to the diabolical, infamous Haney code. #cap. Shout out to the homie. Watch for the hook. You know, Earl said he can't see hooks coming. cataracts and shit. Just Miss Just Do, I see you. But watch for the hook with the 2 piece in the super chat. Who ducking steroids? I'm late. We're gonna talk about it. If you're talking about Artur Beterbiev, that's what we getting on. So back to that, bro. You know, I get to reading comments and I cook on anything. But back to that, bro. This ain't no disrespect to Callum Smith. Again, Sheena's in the building. What's up, Sheena? The members to the channel know who I picked to win that fight already, right? What you mean don't do Earl like that? That's what he said. I said, 2 cents. That's what he said. The dude name is Watch for the Hook. Earl said I couldn't see jabs and hooks coming because of the cataracts. I had to have surgery. The surgery long overdue. Y'all already know what I think about the shit I said on Monday. That's what he said. That's your boxing talk, y'all. Come on. I said, don't do Earl like that, KO. I'm going to hit that link on your ass. I ain't doing like nothing. I just wish he would have just stayed doing what he was doing. I love that shit. No excuses. Just go train and shit. Train, get ready for the rematch. See if you can do something to upset the apple cart. And, you know, on some Lennox Lewis or Seen Rockman type shit. You know, Muhammad Ali, Joe Louis type shit. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But anyway. If Beterbiev and Bivol don't happen like Wilder versus AJ didn't happen, bro. Boxing dropped the ball. And this is why I say, when you talk to me about David Benavidez and David Morrell, that's why I'm pushing that fight right now. That's why Tank Davis, Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, Teofimo Lopez, Ryan Garcia, all these combinations of these young fighters that we want to see, Jesse Bam Rodriguez, Junto Nakatani, but they need to fight now, bro. Because tomorrow ain't promised in life or in boxing. Tomorrow ain't promised now or ever, bro. Like, fight now, bro. Fight fucking now. So, we'll see what happens with Beterbiev and Dimitri Bivol tonight. I mean, on Saturday. Now, look. Artur, I love you, bro. My name Knockout Boxing. So, motherfucker 19-0 with 19 knockouts. You know, I'm rocking. He had an atypical finding in his goddamn sample. Okay. Let me see. Let me find this shit. Let me find this shit right here. Okay, so his test with Vada on the they doing Vada testing. Artur Beterbiev took a test, blood and urine sample on December the 6th. He had atypical findings, not positive tests. Said he tested atypical for HGH, human growth hormone, and 5D androstenediol. That's ANDROSTANEDIOL. Both naturally occurring substances. In response to those positive tests, additional tests. So what? Whoa. Right there. See, they be telling you shit that don't make no sense. It say, and this is why the shit be getting confusing, bro. This is why the shit be getting confusing, bro. They say atypical findings, not positive tests. But then they say, in response to those positive tests. Hold on a second. You say atypical findings, not positive. Then you say in response to those positive tests. Now, I did some research. They say HGH and shit, you know what I'm saying? You can have elevated levels if you just genetically, you know what I'm saying? If you just genetically like that. But the odds of you having it is almost a 40-year-old man. Is very, very low. But anyway, in response to those positive tests that they say wasn't positive, I'm just reading. I'm just reading. More tests were ordered for Beterbiev on December the 15th and December the 21st and January 3rd, with all coming in negative. We got my beautiful wife, Miss KO, in the building. What's up, baby? He said, hey, cut the cap. He ain't juicing. I know that for a fact. Please come tell me when I drop the link. And I love Artur Beterbiev, bro. Love the way he fight. Goddamn dog. Why they wait 9 days? I ain't no doctor. I ain't no doctor, okay? I'm not one of these experts, but I do know that shit can go out your system. So if you test positive for something on December the 6th, but they come back and test you 9 days later, odds are that shit can be out your system. What's up, Thomas? Salute. TD Sports Talk in the building. He got an interview tomorrow. Y'all need to go check it out. Drop your link, Thomas. Thanks, say he's cycling off. And now, whether fair or unfair, whether right or wrong, people like me gonna be looking at Artur Beterbiev, bro. Like, I know, like, every time you punch somebody, bro, that shit hurt. How that work, bro? Like, every time, bro. Like, Artur Beterbiev will catch somebody with just a regular right hand to the body, and they'll look like they got a boo-boo. And you be like, bro, that was just a regular punch. Why it hurt like that? Now we know. What's up? And why all these different definitions? Either he meet the test parameters, or he didn't meet that shit. So either something was too high, something was too low, or he tested how he was supposed to test. Or he like what atypical, adverse. What's all this shit, man? What is all this bullshit, bro? This is what him and Callum Smith said about the shit. Beterbiev says that Callum Smith said that he said Callum Smith is disseminating misleading information. And hold on, what the hell happened? And he says he's looking for excuses and looking for a way out, and this is beyond trash talk. And then Eddie Hearn says, who's Callum Smith's promoter, if this was our show and our fighter, there will be 400 people sticking microphones in my face. Well, Eddie Hearn, listen, bro. Number one, your ass tried to let Conor Benn fight super dirty. Super dirty. What you say? Well, atypical means something was off, like John versus DC1. He popped for coke, but in his results, his testosterone was as low as an 80-year-old castrated man, but they ignored it. So just yes or no real quick. Is Artur Beterbiev a dirty fight? Just yes or no. Do y'all think that Artur Beterbiev is a dirty fighter? All things says no. No, nah. No evidence says yes. Through Hill says no. Joseph Jackson says maybe. All things says I don't know shit. Most likely no. Okay. Pop dirty, you dirty. He ain't pop dirty though. They say atypical, not adverse. They said the shit that was in his body was naturally occurring. Like you naturally got a human growth hormone. You naturally got whatever that standard on the moan. You got that shit in your body already, homeboy. That's what they say. Woke says if he fight Devin, he dirty. Road to Redemption said at this point, who give a damn? I don't care. Just fight. Are they still fighting? Yes, the fight is still on. as dirty as Baumgartner. See this shit getting. I don't know. Here's what I do know, and this may be wrong to say. This may be wrong to say, and it may not be in good taste. BC, what up? May not be in good taste. He been doping. They caught him cycling off. That's what everything boxing said. I think it might have been a bad idea for Callum Smith to talk shit about it. Whether you think he dirty or not, I don't know. I don't know. Road to them said he's as clean as Canelo. I don't know. But I don't know if it's a good idea to be talking that shit to him like that. If you Callum Smith. I don't know if it's a good idea is what I'm saying. Like, the dude is like, you know how some people just naturally don't care? Like, they're like, yeah, I just want to hurt your ass, bro. I just, you know. Like, he shortens careers, bro. He beats, like, bro, you could damn near see his skull in the Marcus Brown fight. You could see his skull, and he beat that dude up. You didn't care. And Marcus Brown, bro, he might have. Matter of fact, let me see something. I'm taking a guess here. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me see something. Just let me see something real quick. Let me just take a look. Bruh. Marcus Brown had to take 2 years off after that fight, bro. And it's because Beterbiev fought mad because he got headbutted and shit. And he didn't like Marcus Brown cutting him like that. And the moment he cut his ass like that, the man fought bad, did Marcus Brown so dirty that the man took 2 years off, bro. He took 2 years off. If you Callum Smith and Canelo was beating you up the way that he is, and this is a much more dangerous, much better, stronger, bigger pressure fighter, bro, I don't know if you want to be talking shit about him like that, bro. I don't know if that's a good idea. I don't know. We're going to find out if it's a good idea or a bad idea because they got to fight in 2 days. We shall find out, but I'm just saying it's certain fighters you want to be respectful with, bro. It's certain dudes that you want to be like respectful with and shit. And it's certain dudes you want to get inside their head. You want to piss them off so they can do something like you want to probably piss Shakur Stevenson off. Try to see if you can get him on his front foot more. See if you can get him to try to brawl with you and bang with you and get overly aggressive, throw skills out the window. You might want to piss him off before the fight to try to fuck up some of that focus. Devin Haney might want to piss him off. Might want to make him try to prove to you that he got power and all that shit. You might want to piss him off. I don't know if it's a good idea to piss off Subriel Matias before a fight or fucking David Benavidez or Artur Beterbiev, bro, because they naturally fight angry anyway. They come into the ring looking to just dog off and bro, I want to hurt you. I'm trying to break your ribs. I'm trying to make you take a dump in the ring. I'm trying to break your nose, your jaw, your eyes. I'm trying to fuck you up. Let me see something. Let me see something else. Let me just take a look. Just take a look real quick or something. Just something for you guys to think about. So let's see here. Let's see here. Joe Smith Jr. lost his next fight, and he only had to share the ring with Artur Beterbiev for a round and a half. Went up there and got pieced up by Gilberto Zurdo Ramirez, bro. He moved to a whole new weight class. He said, I'll never be champion again. Bivol outboxed me. Beterbiev almost killed me. I'm just going to go to cruiserweight. I know I really am too small for cruiserweight. I'm just going to go up here because this is some bullshit. This motherfucker, like, we'll see how it goes for old Callum. But based on how he looked against John Ryder and how he looked against Canelo, I don't know. A1 Hoop Zone with a 10-piece in the super chat. Man, y'all trolling. Dude, as clean as Floyd was. He a clean fighter. I'll debate anybody on it. Who won't smoke? Nah, I'm playing, man. It's going to be what it's going to be. Dirty or not, it's boxing. Damn. Shout out to the homie A1 with the 10-piece. With the 10-piece, bro. What up, Jay Howard? Salute, bro. Anyway, moving on. Jaron Boots in his duck Terence Crawford twice. According to Bud Crawford and his fans, we're going to talk about. Shout out to the homie Boxing Gyms film study coming through with a 50-piece. 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 No biscuit. He said McGirt, as in Buddy McGirt, say he don't watch film. And now Arthur has added chalkboard motivation. It ain't looking good. I'm saying Boxing Gym, bro. The shotgun power jab to find their way inside. Callum Smith, old wide ass stance and shit. Can't hardly pivot out. He do got a good check left hook to try to catch Arthur coming in. But when Arthur get inside on him, that whole, I'm just gonna cover. I'm just gonna go into my high guard and cover up. Okay. That motherfucker hit your elbows, your knees, your hip bone, your shoulder, your glove. You know how they hold the phone, bro? You know how they hold the phone? Fucking Callum Smith try to hold the phone. Arthur will punch him in that shit. He'll punch him in the phone and make the phone punch him. It's not a motherfucker you want to piss off, bro. But shout out to the homie Boxing Gyms with the 50-piece, man. I appreciate you, guys. Appreciate you. Listen, bro. So Terence Bud Crawford said Jaron Boots Ennis had 2 opportunities to fight him, but he didn't. Jaron Boots Ennis say, man, send it. I'll sign that shit directly at him. What is going on here? Does Terence Crawford, do his fans, do the people that support him, do they have a case for Jaron Boots Ennis ducking Terence Bud Crawford? Is there a case for that? I say, fuck no, bro. And people that were arguing with me about it are now coming over to my side. But you still got people that's trying to argue about it. But I find it funny that fight fans, I disagree, Drink. The fight fans that act like the business in boxing doesn't exist when it fits whatever narrative that they're trying to push. It's funny to me. Like I said on my video that we dropped about Tank Davis in Saudi Arabia today. Y'all go check it out when y'all leave here. I think it's fire ass content. 25-minute long video. We cooking. We're cooking over that shit. What happens? A side, B side don't matter. Tank Davis, take your ass to Saudi Arabia and fight Devin Haney, or you ducking. Tank Davis, take your ass to Saudi Arabia, fight Shakur Stevenson, or you ducking. Huh? So the business don't matter no more. A side, B side don't matter. It only don't matter when your guy is the B side. Business don't matter to people, to fight fans. They don't want to talk about business when the business is not in favor of whatever talking point they're using or whatever fighting they supporting. So what Terence Crawford is alluding to is when Jaron Boots Ennis was in the WBO rankings, but instead decided to go the route of the IBF interim fight. He could have fought him then. The second thing that he's alluding to is when BLK Prime reached out to Jaron Boots Ennis' team about a fight with Jaron Boots Ennis early 2023. Those are the 2 times that he's saying Jaron Ennis could have fought him twice. That's cap, bro. The first way that is cap, number one, when Jaron Ennis fought Gervonta Tank Davis, that was January. Fought on Gervonta Tank Davis's Hector Luis Garcia card against Karen. That was January of 2023. All through 2022, when Jaron Ennis was in the rankings in the WBO, who was Terence Crawford negotiating with? Put it in my chat if you know. If you follow boxing, you should know the answer to this question. All through 2022, from May 2022, out of his own mouth, all the way until he fought David Avanesian, who was Terence Crawford negotiating with? Who was he negotiating with? Anybody gonna answer? Earl Spence. So Earl Spence fights on Showtime. Terence Crawford is negotiating with Earl Spence for a fight on Showtime pay-per-view. But Showtime, who Jaron Ennis has to deal with, they had an opportunity for Boots Ennis to fight Bud Crawford while he was negotiating with Earl at the same time. Somebody explain to me how that worked. So explain to me how he had an opportunity to fight Bud as his WBO mandatory when Bud Crawford was already negotiating a fight with Earl Spence. And wait a minute, unifications trump mandatories, do they not? Or do we just change the rule and shit? Like what are we doing? So that's the first time. So if you Jaron Ennis and you like, okay, Earl Spence is negotiating with Bud Crawford, I can't go the WBO route because he's negotiating with Earl already. Puerto Rican Rum, what up? I'm getting to that, Puerto Rican Rum. You're talking about the beginning of 2023. I'm on 2022 when Boots Ennis was still in the WBO rankings. That's what I'm on, bro. I'm going to get there, though. Just say that thought. You a little ahead of me in the timeline. I'm going to get there, though. We talking about 2022 because the two times that Terence Bud Crawford is talking about, so y'all don't know, he's talking about when Jaron Boots Ennis was in the WBO rankings. And he's talking about when 2023. That's what he's talking about, that they could have made the fight those two times. So the fight wasn't available to him. The Earl fight wasn't available to him because Earl Spence was trying to negotiate with Terence Crawford. The Terence Crawford fight wasn't available to him because Terence Crawford was trying to negotiate with Earl Spence. So if I'm Jaron Boots Ennis and I'm in that situation, wouldn't it make sense for me to try to go the route of the guy who has more belts and the guy that already fights on my network? See, hindsight is always 2020, bro. Because of what Terence Bud Crawford did to Earl Spence Jr. But at the time that we're talking in 2022, you can't duck Bud Crawford to get in position to fight Earl Spence. You can't duck one belt because you're trying to get three. That's like being in position to fight Devin Haney and being in position to fight Teofimo Lopez. And you pull out of the Teofimo Lopez rankings and you put yourself in position to fight Devin the Dream Haney. You can't duck Teofimo by trying to fight Devin or vice versa. And at the time that we're talking about now, Bud is proving he's on a much different level than Earl Spence. But during the time that we're talking about in 2022, Bud Crawford and Earl Spence were negotiating for 6 months straight. From May all the way till October when he announced his fight with David Avanesian. When was Boots supposed to be able to exercise his WBO mandatory and fight Bud Crawford? When was that supposed to happen? So Boots in 2022 pulls himself out of the WBO rankings because Bud Crawford goes on to fight David Avanesian and puts himself in the IBF rankings. Because remember, we don't know what Bud Crawford gonna do at this point. Bud Crawford then already pulled out of the negotiation with Earl Spence to fight David Avenesian. Boots is signed to Showtime. Earl Spence is signed to the PBC, who has the exclusive deal with Showtime. So shit, I'm gonna go that way. Cause we don't know what you gonna do. You didn't even make the deal with Earl. I'm supposed to believe you gonna make the deal with me? No, I'm gonna go over here because that's the smart thing to do. But all of a sudden, what people act like is, oh, he made a smart business decision, but he ducked. Why the heck? If you got two champions, one champion got 3 belts, one champion got 1 belt. One champion is on a network where you got a network deal that the other champion ain't got no network deal. And you a contender. What make most sense? What you mean no mic? Y'all can't hear me? Y'all can't hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me or not. You talking to me, Texas 16 South? You talking to me or are we good? I'm good. Okay, bet. That wasn't a rhetorical question, so I'll ask it again, bro. If you're Jaron Ennis and you just watched Terence Crawford and Earl Spence fall apart in 2022 because Terence Crawford went and fought David Avenesian, and you have a choice to make. Do I stay in the WBO rankings for this 1 belt, or do I get in another ranking system where there's 3 belts? The champion that's the champion of the WBO just pulled away from negotiations with my network. He's fighting on a platform that hasn't done championship level boxing since he fought on it. That has never been in boxing. That's what he's doing. The unified champion is on my same network. What decision would you make? I'm just asking y'all, if you were a boxer, Brian King B. Falcone, 2 Cents Boxing, Dank Father, Brian Corbett, D1, P. Hunter, Marquis. If you are a boxer and you have a chance to make yourself the mandatory for a motherfucker with 1 belt and no network, or you have a chance to make yourself the mandatory for a motherfucker with 3 belts and a network, which way you going? Which way you going? Oh, I forgot a point. My bad. 1 belt, no network, and a smaller name. Network, 3 belts, and a bigger name. They both on the pound for pound list. One gets you unified, one gets you 1 belt. One's an easier in-house fight to make by way of y'all being on the same network. The other one you would have to make after watching him pull away from the bigger name already. What would y'all do? What would you do? What would you do? Just asking for a friend. Just asking for a friend. So there's that whole timeline broken down for you. I ain't told you, no lies. Now let's go to the after January shit. The after January shit. He could have fought me 2 times. This is where they allude to this BLK Prime shit, bro. This is where this comes from. These are the facts. BLK Prime asked Bud, would you fight Boots? Yeah, I fight Boots. They asked Boots team, Bozy in it specifically, would you fight Boots? I mean, would Boots want to fight Bud? Yeah, he'll fight Bud. But you got to talk to Showtime. We got to deal with them. BLK Prime reaches out to Showtime. Hey, we looking to make the Bud and Boots fight. Keep in mind, this is February. This is late January, early February of 2023. Again, who is Terence Crawford in negotiations with at this time? Excuse me. Who? Let me see if y'all can guess again. Let me see how much you follow boxing. During this time, who is Terence Crawford already negotiating a fight with? I'm going to take a sip of water. Anybody got nothing to say no more? I know y'all heard the question. I know you heard the question. My mic is working just fine, bro. In February of 2023, who was Terence Crawford negotiating with? Okay, good. Spence, there we go. Was Terence Crawford signed to BLK Prime? When BLK Prime reached out to Showtime, was Terence Crawford signed to BLK Prime? So Boots ducked Bud because a network reached out to him about making a fight with a fighter that wasn't even signed to them. You know how Saudi Arabia sent Bill Haney Tank Davis's $20 million offer? My bad, I was looking for my phone charger. I was looking for my phone charger. I was looking for my phone charger real quick. Joseph Suave, what up? So this idea that Jaron Boots Ennis was ever gonna come around and get in the way of Earl Spence and Terence Crawford is cap. So Bud Crawford was using BLK Prime to negotiate his Jaron Boots Ennis deal, but he was using his lawyers and his real team to negotiate the deal with Earl. So you really believe that Jaron Boots Ennis had an opportunity to fight Bud Crawford? And that Showtime and PBC and Al Heyman, they were going to make that deal with Terence Bud Crawford and put Jaron Boots Ennis in the way of him and Earl Spence. You really think Bud Crawford ever really considered that shit? You really believe that? He was going to stop negotiating this fight with Earl and instead negotiate a fight with Jaron Boots Ennis and use somebody he not even signed to do it for him. The same Bud Crawford that's suing motherfuckers because he feel like they shorted him money. He gonna just let BLK Prime negotiate a deal for him and Jaron Boots Ennis. So the more complicated deal with Earl, he used the lawyers and shit, his team and shit to do that deal. But he was gonna use BLK Prime, who he ain't signed to do the Jaron Boots Ennis shit. And Steven Espinoza told y'all that, yeah, we talked to BLK Prime, but they didn't really bring nothing to the table. Here's the first thing you ask a motherfucker. Here's the first, when somebody call you about a fighter, here's what you do. Hey, do you have promotional rights over that fighter? No. Do you have a network deal about that with that fighter? No. The fuck I'm talking to you for then? That's what happens, bro. How do you duck somebody if that's the conversation? How come Bud Crawford is already talking to Al Heyman? He already talking to Showtime. How come he never once said, say, can y'all put boots on the table for me? What's up? Wake up. Wake up, bro. Please wake up. How you already talking to them? And instead of just telling them directly, hey, can y'all put boots on the table? A third party that don't even represent you was talking about, yeah, Bud said he interested in fighting Boots. What's up? Jaron Boots Ennis never had a real opportunity to fight either one of these fighters, Errol Spence or Terence Crawford. Jaron Boots Ennis did not duck Terence Bud Crawford. He didn't duck him one time. Forget twice. He ain't ducked him. Here's what I know right now. Here's what I know right now as we sit here today. That man told Bud Crawford, send the contract right now. I sign it. Bud Crawford said, well, you already turned down the opportunity to fight me twice. And he's on record saying he will not fight that man. He got bigger things to do. And I understand. I'm not saying that he don't. But don't say that young man ducking you when he not, bro. Don't say he had 2 opportunities to fight you when he didn't. That man telling you to send something right now. And then what he sound like? Drink, I hear you, and I know you love Bud, but check it, Drink. If I tell you I want to catch a fade right now, you going to tell me how you tried to catch a fade with me in the past? If I tell you right now I want to throw hands with you, are you going to respond to me by saying, well, you could have threw hands with me 2 times before? You could have threw hands with me 2 times before. Oh, word? So you don't want to smoke right now? Word? You don't want to smoke right now, though? I'm telling you right now we can get it cracking. Y'all got to stop that bullshit. Bud Crawford's the number 1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world. Bud Crawford put on a phenomenal performance against my favorite fighter in Errol Spence Jr. Best performance of 2023. Bud Crawford is the only man to ever be undisputed in 2 separate weight classes in the 4-belt era. He did that shit. You can't take it away from him, nor would I ever try to. But I'm asked constantly by Terence Bud Crawford fans. I'm asked constantly by them. Knockout. What is it with Bud, bro? Like, why don't you like him? It's shit like this, bro. Shit like this. The moves, the line, the capping, the extra shit. Can't fuck with it, bro. Can't fuck with it. Won't never fuck with it. So nah, bro. He ain't never ducked no goddamn Jaron. I mean, he ain't never ducked no Bud Crawford, bro. You can't put that shit on Boots. And you don't even need that. You don't even need to, bro. You don't need Boots to uplift Terence Bud Crawford, bro. What's up, G5? You don't need that shit. He done did enough for you to just talk your shit. For you to talk your shit and move on. He's saying the motherfucker can fight. He's saying he don't bring nothing to the table. He's saying he got bigger fish to fry. Come on, bro. If you got bigger fish to fry now, after you done fried the big fish already, then what was you thinking when you hadn't even fried the big fish yet? You had bigger fish to fry. That's why he pulled out in 2022 and took a tune up against David Avenesian, because he didn't want to mess up the Spence fight, bro. He wanted to stay active, make sure he got a fight in that year. He wasn't liking the deal that he was getting from Errol Spence. And he didn't pull out of the fight and call out no killer. He pulled out the fight and fought a motherfucker who got knocked out by somebody he already fucking knocked out, bro. A motherfucker as dangerous as Boots was never on the table. Was never on the fucking table, bro. Was never on his mind, because he wasn't going to fight no dangerous ass fight before Errol. Come on, bro. Stop trying to put that shit on Boots. Let that young man be the great young talent that he is, coming out of Philly, building himself up. you know what I'm saying, some shit, with some athleticism and some goddamn skills and a work ethic that's just gonna take him to the top. Let that man shine, bro. Quit trying to throw salt on that man to uplift Terence Bud Crawford. He done had his time. His time almost over. He don't want to fight Boots. That's cool. He got his rematch with Earl. That's cool. Jamel Charlo is a bigger fight. He looking to get big bags in the twilight of his career. Go get your bag, bro. But quit acting like we ain't adding that to the legacy, bro. Y'all not finna do that bullshit, bro. You not finna add. Oh, Jaron Boots Ennis ducked him too. Y'all not finna do that shit, bro. Smoking Bud, what up? Y'all ain't finna do that shit because it's not true. It's not true at all. It's not true at all. He didn't pull out of the negotiation with Earl and tell them, say, bro, like, we ain't getting this shit done. I don't want this deal right now, but can I get a tune-up? Can I get Boots? I fight on y'all platform or whatever. It kind of build up me and Earl and shit. I fight Boots. He wasn't doing that shit, bro. He ain't asked for that shit. Come on, man. Stop the bullshit, bro. Jaron Boots Ennis did not duck Terence Crawford one time, let alone twice. Anyway, I dropped the link for y'all, man. That's all I got on it. That's all I got on Boxing and Barbecue. What's up, homie? What's up, homie? The Bud Bandits will be hitting the link in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The only fan base that rivals the Devengers is the Bud Bandits. As they come up here to cap for Bud Crawford. All right, links in the chat. I got it pinned. Rodzilla say Benavidez smokes Canelo. Yeah. I'm kind of leaning that way right now, too. Benavidez is a bad boy. I think him and David Morrell are probably the best fighters in boxing. I mean, at 168 pounds right now. Nah, hell nah, drink. Y'all worse, bro. GX, what up? Y'all way worse, bro. Y'all way worse, dog. The shit be crazy. We got Jay Nori in the building. What's up, Jay Nori? Talk to him.
What's going on, KO? Man, why I gotta come up here for, man?
I don't know. You had to hit the link, man. We gotta before we get on the bullshit while waiting on more people to join, bro. Did you see what was going on with Artur Beterbiev, bro?
Nah, speak to me. What's going on?
He had not an adverse. He had an atypical finding. They still letting him fight or whatever, but he had to get tested again. So his shit came back for high levels of HGH and high levels of some and or something, bro. I can't say the word, but it's like some shit that they both naturally in your body, but he did have abnormally high levels, and that was on December 6th. They tested him again on December 15th, December 21st, and January the 3rd, and all those tests came back negative. That's why they letting him fight. But what you think, man? You think Artur Beterbiev a dirty fighter, or where you falling on that, bro?
I gotta get some more information. I gotta see what kind of test was it. Did they take some hair samples?
It was blood and urine.
Blood and urine?
Blood and urine, yeah.
I don't know what to say, man.
Should say, here, I'll read it to you. Say, IBF, WBC, and WBO light heavyweight champion Artur Beterbiev versus Callum Smith has been confirmed to be still on for this Saturday, January 13th, with Beterbiev's test with VADA coming up negative. After his December 6th blood and urine sample showed atypical results, atypical findings, not positive results. Beterbiev's December 6th test was atypical for human growth hormone, HGH, and 5D androstenediol, both naturally occurring substances. In response to those positive tests, additional tests were required for Beterbiev on December 15th and 21st and January 3rd, with all coming in negative. So that's the story. That's what's going on.
Man, Bivol gotta add something to the contract. You know, gonna have to revisit that. 24/7, whatever.
He said he got to add something to the contract.
Better get busy, friend. Better call them lawyers. Take them flight back to Canada and figure that shit out.
That shit crazy. Bro. You ain't
That's
lying,
crazy,
bro.
man.
I would too, though, dog, because that shit, bro. But Beterbiev already a goddamn monster, bro. And if you got to, like, you got to make sure that motherfucker, because that motherfucker, he fights scary, bro. He be in there trying to hurt people. So this motherfucker, like, on that shit too, bro. That's just not fair, bro.
And it's not like he can't box. I mean, the man can box too, man. You gotta make sure everything is solid. That's one thing. You're already a puncher. You can't be coming in here extra healthy and shit. Even if he's not taking nothing to make him stronger, he probably, if he was taking something, I would assume he's probably taking something to make him recover faster. That's what I think. If he was taking something, I would assume that, because he's always been a hard puncher, and we never heard anything about him for this whole entire time. But if he's at that age where he wants to like try to slip in a little something, he's probably doing some shit like that.
Yeah.
And I would just,
old ass,
you know.
Yeah, I feel that.
You know what I'm saying? Because I be seeing a lot of these older fighters when they be doing them, you know, the behind the scenes and shit. They be doing all that like easy shit. You know, they be doing all that soft sparring in the ring, and then you gonna come in the ring and start killing folks. Nah, if he taking something, he probably taking something where he can get that strength back. So if I was Bivol, I'd be on his ass.
Yeah,
I'd make sure, man.
And you know, Bivol, that's Eddie Hearn. You know, Callum Smith is Eddie Hearn fighter too. So right. Eddie Hearn don't like that shit, and and Bivol is also Eddie Hearn's fighter. So they're gonna have to make sure that shit done. And you know, the Bivol and Beterbiev fight, that's already a done deal if Beterbiev win. And it's going down to Saudi Arabia. So if I'm Eddie Hearn, I'm definitely trying to get them Saudi Arabia, man. Y'all need to put that shit in this contract, bro. This motherfucker too big, too strong. Y'all be letting him do that shit too, because that boy a handful, man. Real quick, everybody in the chat though. It was a lot of people talking in the chat. Ain't nobody hit this link though. What's up? Like, what's up, man? Where y'all at, bro? I promise, it's all good, man. I'll let you get your shit off, man. Come on up here. Come on up here and hit this goddamn link, man.
The Avengers don't care about Bud Crawford. I just can't. I just, you know, Bullet don't like Bud like that.
Like, I just can't. We don't care about Jaron Ennis and Terence Crawford. We don't give a damn.
I thought you already done went over the Devin topics. I'm surprised nobody came up. I mean, this is some old news with Boots.
I ain't talking about them today. We talking about Artur Beterbiev, Jaron Ennis, and Terence Crawford, bro. We gotta talk Beterbiev. It's a unification light heavyweight fight, and we gotta talk about Boots and Crawford because they got a little, you know, little Twitter shit going on. But you
didn't talk about T.O. that much.
Nah, I talked about him a little bit yesterday, but he like, bro, you can't take him serious.
They see how shit came and went. That nigga T.O. shit.
Yeah, bro, you can't take him serious with no Blood Crawford, bro.
Yo, man, everybody gave that nigga like half a day.
Bro, like George Camboso pieced you up, bro. Like, stop it, bro. Like, Bud Crawford.
Oh shit!
Crawford,
not
man,
even
bro, that broke ass. You going there with Bud Crawford with that broke ass shoulder on. And check this out. He cut and swell up easy too.
Nah, it's gonna be murder in the ring.
You New York all day. You already know.
Yeah, I'm New York all day, man. I ain't stupid out here. Like, come on, T.O. You better calm your little ass down, man.
Oh, T.O.
That will hurt you. Go ahead.
The rest of our time.
We got some more people up here. What's up, Dirk? Talk to me, bro.
What up?
Hey, whoever, Castro and Jay Howard, y'all more than welcome, but it say y'all device not connecting. Try to get back in. But go ahead, Dirk.
Yeah, T.O. and Bud, that's a waste of our time. Respectfully.
Yeah, facts. I agree with that.
Yeah. Now, as far as Bud, look, bro, Earl Spence, who really wants to see that rematch? Do any of y'all want to see that?
Yeah.
I mean, if EJ wants to, I don't know anymore, man. He doing surgery real late now. I thought, I was hoping that he would be coming back strong, trying to get his get back. If we gotta wait until like the end of the year for this fight, no, I don't want it.
I don't feel like so. I'm with that. So it depends on Dirk, and then you can cook. It depends on, to me, the key is how long is he out? Is this something that's gonna hold up Crawford's career even longer. At the end of the day, bro, y'all know I rock with Errol Spence heavy, but if we talking about he gonna need time to heal and now he can't fight till the fall or he can't fight until the winter or some shit, then nah, bro, I don't think Bud should have to wait for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's why I'm not really going hard at Bootsy. I was going hard at him before because I thought he was gonna try to step out there and really say something. But if you're not gonna say nothing, and Spencer's gonna take all day to get the rematch going, I'm stuck in a hard place. I would love to see Boots versus Bud, but when is this nigga gonna be ready for the rematch?
Yeah,
Like
so
I don't know what fight to pull for anymore.
yeah, that's the key. That's the key answer to the question, Dirk. Is it just depend on, bro, how long? Like, is this something? Because I done read some shit where it say 3 days to heal, 4 to 6 weeks to be recovered or whatever. But is that recovered for a boxer, or is that just recovered like a regular motherfucker like me that just need to be able to see? You know what I mean? So it's so many questions surrounding the shit. Long story short, if Earl's healthy, if he can fight, then he does deserve his rematch because he was able to negotiate a rematch clause. So I want to see it. But if it's gonna be one of them things where he can't fight for a few months, he can't train for a few months, I don't think Terence Crawford should be made to wait on Errol Spence being ready to fight him later this year. You know what I mean? Like, I'm tired. Like, he ain't got much time. Shit, like all this once a year, fighting once every 14 or 15 months and shit. Man, these dudes need to get active, man. So
my only thing with Bud is he got to be more humble. You know, in his little tweet, he said, "Boots fights in theaters." Like, nigga, that was you at one point. You know, and it ain't like you some big major star either. Because outside the Earl fight, like what big numbers has Bud really pulled?
he hasn't.
He ain't been fighting in the theater in a long time, nigga.
Yeah.
I know. I'm not saying he's fighting in theaters, but what I'm saying is Bud is not some. He's not Tank. He's not Canelo.
That's that bullshit though. Like that's that. Oh, he don't bring none. He ain't this, he ain't that. Okay, cool. So why you mad they took your IBO?
Right, and it ain't like you.
If you listen, so I don't care if he fight Boots or not. I won't call him a duck if he want to move up to 154 and he think Jamel Charlo is a bigger fight, or he want to move up to 154 and he fight the winner of Jamel Charlo and Tim Tszyu because he thinks it's a bigger fight and he want to accomplish that shit. But if Earl can't fight you and you are staying at 147, the only fight is Jaron Boots in it, bro. That's the fight.
Very much.
That's the fight. So he has the option to do. I gotta be clear, bro, to the Terence Crawford fans. To me, he's earned the right to say, I'm done with 147. I'm looking to go to 154 to try to do it 3 times. I'm looking to go to 154 to try to become a 4 division champion. He has earned that. Like, you can't take that from him. But my point is very simple. If he's gonna stay at 147, then and Earl is doing whatever with his eye and shit, then bro, it gotta be Boots.
Hey, one last point.
Go ahead.
So if that's the case, I hope this nigga is not gonna wait a whole year for Earl to recover and then vacate the belts. Just do that shit now. If I don't imagine the rematch is gonna be at 47. I don't think Earl would do that. He might not have a choice, but
Earl be a damn fool trying to do some shit like that, bro.
Why
Let me
would
go.
why would he wait so long?
Let me pass it around and give everybody their time, and then we can open up the panel. So I'm gonna go in the order y'all came in here. We got Crush. Crush, go ahead. You got a minute, Crush. I'm gonna go to Crush, then Paid in Full, then Drink, then Bella. Then we gonna open up the panel for the smoke. But Crush, you got a minute uninterrupted, bro. Go ahead.
Hey, salute to everybody. Salute KO.
Salute,
man, bro. A big capital WTF. Nobody don't want to see no Bud and goddamn T.O., man. I'm tired of these fighters with this clout chasing, man. It's blasphemy. It's making boxing sick. Nobody wants to see that nonsense. Far as the L situation, look, man, it's the eye. The eye is the fastest healing part of the body, people. If y'all don't believe me, look it up. Just relax. It is what it is. I want to see it. I want to see it.
Already. All right, we're going to Paid in Full. You got a minute, bro. Go ahead. Paid in Full, you there? All right, I'm gonna go to drink more water. I'll come back to you, Paid in Full. You get your mic fixed. Drink, it's on you. You got a minute, bro.
Yeah. I just want to know why EJ took so long to get that eye surgery, bro. Like this could be a low key form of ducking. We see how it play out, man. But they need to go ahead and get it on. Also, I don't know why I keep saying that this boy Boots didn't duck Bud. Ozzy came out of his mouth and said what he said when he got the amnesia fight. That shit changed up when the offer came the other way. We gonna rap about it.
Already, we going to we got Bella next. Bella, you got a minute. Go ahead.
Salute to KO, salute to the panel. Just going to start this one off with the very famous words, we loyal to Showtime. Showtime is no longer in the business of boxing. And nobody's going to convince me that Bozy or Jaron had absolutely no idea that Showtime would no longer be in the business of boxing. There's no possible way you couldn't have heard about it. But anyway, regarding Terence Crawford and all of his tweets, I'm not gonna lie, it's getting pretty messy, but I am thoroughly entertained. I am thoroughly enjoying the mess that Terence Crawford is causing, particularly with Tiafimo. I had a great laugh reading that tweet because it is so true. Tiafimo, you need to worry about Jermaine Ortiz. Might do it. But anyway, and then Terence Crawford, this Errol Spence thing, right? Errol Spence and this cataract surgery. I love Terrence's shade saying, well, hey, I have about 3 surgeries that I needed to get. Does that make me handicapped? I thought that was great. Errol, hopefully, you're back this year. I'm not sure what's going on with the surgery. Don't make any excuses about the jabs and hooks. You got hit with jabs and hooks because you were like falling over your damn feet. You didn't have any damn head movement. And Terence Crawford's hand speed is just way faster than yours. He just overall is just better, and he was stronger and all of that. So I just think you need to just accept the fact that you lost the fight, move forward. Hopefully, this cataract surgery goes well. And I do look forward to this year of boxing. Oh yeah, and Beterbiev. There's a possibility he could be dirty, but I'm not sure. I need to do a little more research into it. There's things I've noticed about Beterbiev in terms of like the way his face looks, and I've had like some questions about like his acne and stuff like that. But I
Don't nobody block Master Aaron yet. Don't nobody block him yet. Go ahead, Bella.
Yeah, but in terms of him and Callum Smith, I remember the Callum Smith Canelo fight. Callum Smith, and I've seen a few of Callum Smith's fights. I don't think he has any chance against Beterbiev, but I look forward to hopefully whenever that fight happens.
Already, shout out to the homie Joseph Suave with the 2 peeps. No biscuits. He said Bud fans love lying like Bud do. And then let me just say this real quick. Master Aaron, knockout. I don't know. Knock your hustle, get that money. Knockout Boxing 86. Everything you say is pro BBC. You definitely on the payroll. Why don't you hit that link and come talk to me about how I'm on the payroll?
Ooh, wow.
I would really like to hear you talk to me about that. Link is pinned in the chat. Now, what I need one of the moderators to do, block his ass so he can't type no more, and you get your ass up here on the panel and you talk to me. You don't get to type no more. Now you gotta come talk to me.
Hit the link.
One of the mods, block Master Aaron, get Master Aaron out the chat. You don't get to type no more. You gotta come talk to me, homeboy.
I thought he was a Tank fan too.
You gonna hit the link? You either gonna hit the link or you gonna be there in silence.
Hit the link.
Oh, I definitely do. I don't give a fuck if you've been watching boxing for 40 years. Yes, I do. Don't tell me what I want. I'm telling you what I want. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Hit the link.
Block his ass, and you gonna hit the link. We going to Jay Howard next. Jay Howard, it's on you.
KO, bro. I just want to tell you, bro. I appreciate you and your unbiased opinions. Truth be told, my opinion on the Bud and the Ennis situation, I don't want to see that fight. I love listening to everybody in the chat. Salute the chat. My phone about to die, and I gotta put my son to sleep. But I'm still gonna tune in. I just wanted to hit the link and show my presence. So that's all I needed to say. That's all I wanted to say. Salute to
Already.
everybody. Y'all
Salute.
have a blessed life, man. Blessed well-being and everything going to y'all.
You too, bro.
Same to you, bro.
See you saying
Breezy.
coming up, Jay Howard. Hey, whoever that is, Big Supreme in the background, turn your camera on real quick so I can make sure you're not a troll. Then you can turn it off and I'll let you up here. We're going to Paid in Full. What's up, Paid in Full? Talk to me, bro. You got your mic fixed? I take that as a no. Whenever you get it fixed, Paid in Full, just chime in. I'll give you the floor. Big Supreme, I see you unmuted your mic. You gotta turn your camera on so I can see you, and then you can turn it back off. Trying to make sure I ain't getting trolled. Same thing for you, Notorious Duck, because I ain't never seen you up here either. So turn your camera on, and I'll let y'all up here, and then you can turn it back off. We ain't doing the trolling and shit. I need them cameras on for a second so I can see you. While that's going on, the panel is open. Y'all go ahead and talk y'all shit. Y'all know the topics. Y'all can talk Beterbiev. Y'all can talk fucking Bud, whatever. But the panel's open, man. So y'all go ahead, bro. Big Supreme, I see you back there, bro. I'm not letting you up until you turn your camera on, then turn the shit back off, bro.
Oh, man.
Man, it's only 2 seconds, nigga.
They both ran out. Okay, there we go. Turn your camera on. Master Aaron, turn your camera on. I'm gonna make sure you're not a troll. Then you can turn it off. I'll let you up.
Big Supreme said he driving. Okay, yo.
I heard that, but
Okay.
Yeah.
no, Master Aaron, don't go nowhere. Where you going? Let's smoke, I guess. Y'all go ahead, bro.
Yeah, real quick, Beterbiev and Smith. I ain't got much to say about that, people. He gonna smash Callum Smith. I like what Bella was breaking down about him. I never really paid attention to him much to see if he takes anything. I was just always entertained with his tenacity, the way he trains and everything. But if he's taking something, it's sad because I'm a boxing fan and always been, and it should be on fair ground whenever these fighters get in the ring. Nobody should need an extra advantage for anything that they take, and so it's bad for him and bad for the sport. Once again, if that's the case, but that's not changing my mindset that he's smashing Callum Smith Saturday. Y'all go ahead.
Dude, does
Man, I don't
anybody
get
think Callum Smith has a shot at all, bro?
He's
Does
fighting
anybody
Eddie
think
Hearn.
a chance at all, bro?
He can hit and
Yeah, I do.
Man, they trying to talk it up. I don't know about that. I'm putting money on the knockout.
They smoke. I do because
Beterbiev
eventually,
gonna smoke him, man. But I see.
it makes a difference when you're 40.
Yeah, I heard that. Drink, what
That's
you
true.
say, Drink?
Yeah.
When I look at the Canelo fight, look at how the smaller man was able to walk that motherfucker down and just beat him up, bro. I don't think he got much of
Exactly.
outside of a puncher's change, bro. That's about it. But he could hit though. He could hit, and Beterbiev can't be hurt.
Also, we
So
got to
that's
remember
it.
that was at 168. I feel like Callum Smith is more comfortable at 175. I think he was kind of drained of that weight. Like you
So,
Yeah, but he's
said,
so
going
the
up.
yeah.
thing about Callum Smith at 175, I've been hearing that point a lot, bro. The people he done had 2 fights at 175. Both of them boys trash, man.
Very
So
Yeah.
vulnerable.
I don't know if it's him looking good at 175, but they just moved him up to 175 and
But
put him in there with
but
God.
we have seen Beterbiev hurt. Matter of fact, he was hurt just that last fight with Yard,
Yeah,
and
Yard
he was
cracked his
hurt.
ass.
Hey,
Facts.
y'all
Yeah,
can crack.
Yeah,
yeah.
y'all can
So can
punch.
Callum Smith. That's all I'm saying. And then on top of that, Beterbiev been hurt before by another British fighter. I forgot his name.
It wasn't a British dude. You talking about the guy that put him down in like the second round? I think it was
Yeah. White
was it
dude.
Gassiev?
No,
I think it
no,
was
no. It was
Gassiev.
it
Yeah.
was a British dude. I remember it was a British guy.
Nah, it wasn't a British. It's one of them guys all
I thought it
across the
was a dude
sea.
from the Ukraine, bro. The champion. It was
Yeah.
a championship fight. Hold on.
It wasn't Gassiev. I don't think Gassiev or whatever his name is dropped.
It wasn't a UK fighter though.
I'm about to figure it out. We're gonna get to the bottom of it.
I could be wrong,
Yeah, I
man.
mean, Beterbiev definitely can be hurt, but you just gotta not get touched for a long time. That's gonna
I'm
be
just
tough
saying,
for
like, bro,
Smith.
eventually all these injuries this man suffers, his age, it's got to catch up to you eventually. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's a continuous fight, or he might lose. You never know. But I wouldn't bet against him. Is what I'm saying.
Nah, I don't see him losing, man. You know, Callum Smith's gonna have to be in dog shape, bro, because we got them type of pressure fighters that's throwing nonstop and walking your ass down. You
Yeah.
gonna fold. You gonna fold eventually, man. Unless you just going into survival mode like you did versus Canelo.
And I just think the fact that he gonna punch with him.
You're
So
gonna need a
you
special
got you
fighter.
got you got somebody like Bivol who gonna stay away from that power the whole fight. That's what makes that fight interesting. If he's gonna get old overnight, it's that fight. That's the fight where it might happen. If
Yeah.
he just can't catch Bivol at all.
Yeah.
But Smith is gonna
When
be
was
there to be
Did they
hit.
not score? Did they not score the knockdown? Did they not score the knockdown that Beterbiev suffered a knockdown? Big Supreme say it's Callum
He
Johnson,
definitely fell.
but
I don't. It
but
wasn't a
on
UK
box rec, they
fighter.
didn't score that shit.
Hmm?
Now that Callum, I
No.
think he right there, Callum, because the Callum dude was a big ass power puncher. He can crack, bro. I think that's who it was. I think Big Supreme is right, bro. I think he is right. But I wanted to move to Terence Crawford, Jaron Boots in and shit, bro. Like, I'm just curious to know for those of y'all, because Bella's up here, Drinks up here. When was the Terence Crawford, Jaron Boots in this fight? When could that have been a reality, bro? When was that when was there ever a realistic chance of that fight happening and Jaron Boots in his duck?
Never.
It would have been a reality if we said yes to the offer or to the call.
I got a
True.
It's
question
never a
about that.
reality because they said no. They loyal to Showtime.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
it's
I got
more
a question
so on
about
their
that.
side.
So,
Yeah.
They
Bud,
didn't want that fight
But
at
hold
that time.
on. So the offer for we're talking about the BLK Prime phone call, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
If BLK Prime calls you to make a fight and they don't have any control over the fighter that they're calling you about, and you're already in negotiations with that fighter, how
What are you talking about?
like where we go
Boots or
from there?
Bud? They don't have
I'm
any
talking.
control
So
over who.
BLK Prime is calling to see if Boots is interested in a fight with Terence Crawford. They don't have any say over Terence Crawford. He's not signed to
Terence
them at the
Crawford already
time.
said
Then
he's
number
not. But Terence Crawford
two,
already said he
Terence
would take the
Crawford
fight.
is already in negotiations with the people that they calling him about Boots for.
That's irrelevant. That's
I don't
How
irrelevant
is that
because
understand that.
Terrence
irrelevant?
What is that? What does that
Wouldn't they
mean?
know? Wouldn't they know what Terence Crawford really wants to do?
But the fire's in negotiation, not Showtime.
But Showtime is the network, so they know what's going on between Earl and Bud, bro. They know
At
that
that
fight,
time,
they're part of the negotiation because the fight is on their network, bro.
So
you're right.
if another
So
network is asking
declining,
about a different
basically
fighter,
what I'm
what does it
saying is,
matter?
if your point is that declining the BLK shit is a duck, how is declining the BLK shit a duck when the person they calling you about, they have no control over, number one, and number two, the person they calling you about, you are already talking to him.
He's already agreed to. He said,
I
"Yeah, I agree."
remember when it was
That's all they
February
need
around
from
this
him, bro.
time, everybody said that the Bud Crawford and EJ fight wasn't happening. So everything was up in the air. I remember around that time people were saying Bud Crawford was gonna fight La Rocha or some shit like that. So if
Yeah, he
Boots
was
got
going
a
to do
chance to
something.
fight Bud, go for it. Why
They
not?
Earl and Bud were in negotiations in February, bro.
Were they not in
yeah,
negotiations
but
when
No,
he was going to
nobody
fight
knew if
that
that
dude?
fight was gonna. That fight was taking a long time. If Boots wanted to be the one to
Boots is
ruin the
not gonna take
plans
too
and
long.
get that Bud fight, and then maybe work his way back to EJ, why not?
But with
Okay, okay.
Al
Wait.
Heyman's relationship with Steven Espinoza and Showtime, y'all really think that there was a way for Steven Espinoza to put slide Boots in place of Earl, bro? And y'all putting that on
Well,
Boots?
That's up
that's
to Boots
Boots.
to
That's
figure
the
out.
answer.
That's
That's
Boots team blocking him.
That ain't up to
Hey,
Boots. That's
hey.
bro. What I tell y'all when y'all was talking to me? Remember we was all arguing one time. I don't know if Drink was up here. Remember y'all was talking to me about how Bud Crawford, if Earl don't want no smoke, Bud could just fight Jamel. Remember y'all was talking to me about all these options that Bud Crawford had outside of Earl. If Earl didn't want to fight, he could go do this, he could go do that. And what he ended up doing, he had the worst option ever in David Evanesia because he didn't really have none. And so I say all that to say, if you fighting on Earl Spence Network, if you fighting on this network and he want to fight you, bro, ain't nobody else getting that fight. That ain't on Boots. They just wasn't they wasn't making that fight because Earl wanted that fight.
Just so I'm not confused.
So what changes that right now? Y'all talking about I'll sign the contract, but he's trying to fight. Spencer's trying to fight him. So why are you talking?
Because we don't know when Spencer's gonna be back, and Bud started talking about him first.
Nah, he was telling him, "No, I'm busy. I'm busy. I'm doing something right now."
Everything you type in, Big Lorenzo. I don't know who's deleting your comments. I can see everything.
I'm trying to figure out what Kale's saying. Kale, are you saying that they ain't have no say over their own career? They couldn't say, "Yeah, I want to go fight." But that's what you're telling me.
I'm saying he can say that, but if he got to deal with Showtime, he ain't skipping the line in front of Earl Spence. That ain't on him.
I've
That's
heard.
the business.
I've heard.
It's not about
I've heard,
skipping the line. If BLK is doing the business, bro.
No one BLK is doing the business because they don't have Bud signed to them.
So
Bud
the
said
deal.
he'd take the fight. He just did business with him. Why does it matter whether or not he has an exclusive contract?
Everybody know Bud Crawford is
But
independent.
He didn't go to. But here's the thing. Here's what you're missing. When people was talking about Alexis Rocha, was they talking about some motherfucking BLK Prime? No, because he wasn't working with them. He was going directly to who? Oscar De La Hoya. When he was talking to Earl Spence, was anybody talking about BLK? No, bro. They was talking about Showtime and the people that Earl Spence was signed to, bro. The only people that's talking some BLK shit are BLK themselves and their representatives, bro.
Because they literally just got finished doing business
never
with him.
said nothing about going back to BLK Prime, bro.
Well, Showtime not interested in making a Boots versus Bud Crawford fight.
We can't act like motherfuckers.
No, they not.
Somebody like Boots Ennis that signed to Showtime, or somebody like Raymond Murray-Tyler that signed to Top Rank. We can't act like them motherfuckers can just leave and go fight on another network, bro. Come on.
They weren't in an exclusive deal.
Yes, they can.
Jaron Ennis was not in like an exclusive deal with Showtime.
Yes, he was. Yes,
he had they said he had a 4-fight. They just said he had a 4-fight deal, but I also heard them say it wasn't. They was free to go do whatever they want. It was kind of
they said all the time.
That's what Bozy said.
Yeah, the Bozy said out of his mouth. Wait a minute, and also were they not signed to Showtime?
Bozy said out of his mouth, y'all got to call Showtime.
Yeah, that was after the fact.
I don't like. What about had a deal with Showtime, bro? If you sign directly to a network and you see a promoter, you really believe in your heart that they can just go do what they want, bro. It's just Devin Haney shit all over again.
I'm signing Showtime shit getting old because you still ain't get a Showtime fight that's worth a damn. When you keep being loyal, when you gonna get a damn fight?
Hey, Showtime. Maybe that's why Showtime.
Hey, I got a question real quick though.
Got you, Bullet. Hold on. Maybe they waited too late to start putting great fights together. Maybe they should have did that shit a long time ago. That's a different conversation, to be honest with you. But this idea that somebody reached out to Jaron Boots and his people that had no dealings with Bud Crawford no more, that wasn't his promoter, wasn't his lawyer, wasn't his team that negotiated any of his deals other than the David Avenesian shit. You reach, bro.
Very last fight.
If a motherfucker get on the phone with you about a fight, I see you, Smoke. I got you. If a motherfucker get on the phone with you about a fight, and you ask him, "Oh, okay, cool, yeah, you trying to make that fight? Is he signed to your network?" Nope. Okay, you trying to make a fight? Cool. You got a promotional deal with him? Nope. Okay, you trying to make a fight? You got a management deal with him? Nope. The fuck I'm talking to you for? I've been talking to this nigga directly for almost a year, all of 2022. If he want to fight, then shit, he know what to do. The fuck we need you for? That's why they took their ass out. Not to duck, but nigga, you bring nothing to the table.
They did that to save little Boots. They didn't want to send Boots over there to that Lions then. It's okay.
Hold up. Time out. I got.
Hey, but let me get my question off real quick though, y'all boy.
Go ahead, bullet. And shout out to Maddie with the 20 piece. No biscuit. He just dropped $20. He didn't even want to say nothing. He just dropped the cash. Appreciate you, Maddie. Always supporting the channel. What's up, Bullet?
Yo, Bullet.
Man, what's good? What's good, y'all boys? Salute, fellas. Salute, Bella Faith, the Queen. Salute, John.
Salute.
my tepid baby brethren.
Hey, boy,
You already know.
You chopped in school
Get
like
the smoke.
underground king. Bro. You UGK out there,
Yeah,
right?
park it, man. Park.
Damn, I was hoping.
You UGK out
I was
there
hoping
right
it
now,
wasn't.
bro.
Hold on.
All right, go
You
ahead.
good right
Hold
there,
on one
Brian.
second.
Stay right where you at. Now stay right where you at. Right there.
It's good right now.
Yeah, you good, man.
Yeah,
It's good.
stay right where you at. Go ahead, cook.
All right.
Yeah, go.
I just had a question because I was thinking about the shit that y'all was saying with the Showtime and stuff. How did Showtime let Earl Spence get caught off guard if they got approached by Bud Team? You know what I'm saying, with another opportunity for the fight, because the Advil fight wasn't set yet, right? He was looking for opponents before he picked Advil. How did Showtime, the one that was doing business with Earl, them, let Earl get caught off guard like that? It just came to my mind. I'm like, damn, how the fuck that happened then?
Bud Crawford
If they did approach them like they said.
I got you. Bud Crawford did an interview with Kate Abdo, and she asked him about, and also Brian Custer asked him, hey, why did you tell Showtime anything about BLK Prime to try to get him to speed up or use it as leverage or anything like that? And his exact words was, no, I didn't tell him, because if I told him and it wasn't true, then they would have tried to say that I was a duck. So he didn't tell them. Out of his own mouth, he admitted that he told BLK Prime everything that he had going on with Showtime. Hey, I'm trying to make this Earl fight. I might come back to you, but I'm trying to get this Earl fight done first. But he told Showtime nothing about having another option on the table with BLK Prime for a fight. So he just didn't tell him, like, if you don't tell me, and I think you negotiating from a standpoint that you only want this fight, but you got this other shit in your back pocket, I have no choice but to be caught off guard, bro. If I'm about to start talking football on this bitch tomorrow, and I
know that part,
it's gonna catch you off guard when I go live, bro. And then by the time he told him,
I remember that
was
part.
already a month and a half before his fight, and so then they started scrambling. Then what happened 2 weeks later?
Right.
They tried to make Keith Thurman the mandatory and shit, so Earl could have a Keith Thurman fallback plan. Earl being prideful was like, nah, I ain't fighting no motherfucking Keith Thurman. I'm just gonna spin the block, and then all that shit happened. They end up making the fight for 2023. But it's hard for them to advise Earl on what to do when a nigga like Bernie the boxer holds Terence Crawford's bucket when he want to take his mouthpiece out and shit. That nigga didn't know that Bud Crawford was like I need you to really understand, this nigga like is in Omaha, Nebraska. He holds the pads for this nigga sometimes. Okay, he goes to the press conference with this nigga sometimes when he got a big fight coming up. He didn't know. He was saying the opposite shit. Remember, get your tickets, the fight done. Champ say the shit done, all that shit. He didn't know that the nigga was about to fight David Avenigi. So Earl and his team had no clue.
The same way the Avenesian fight came off, that's the same way Brooks' fight that came off. If you believe what Blue Blood said, they did that fight in a few days, bro. I'm talking about as far as closing the deal and all that shit.
Nah.
Avenesian in the right there, and they did the fight.
Shout out to Blue Blood for the grind, for how hard he worked, for being one of the leaders in this boxing talk shit and all that shit. Shout out to him for that. But fuck no, bro. Fuck no.
Man, I see why he did that shit. You see the way Showtime and them boys be moving.
If I'm Blue Blood and I have the opportunity to make a fight and get somebody like Terence Crawford over there to try to get a bag, bro, get your bag. Get your goddamn bag. I'm not saying that was the wrong thing to do. If you were a representative of BLK Prime and you were trying to get into the big business of boxing, then it's your job to not give a fuck what PBC got going on or Showtime got going on. They are your competitor. So I want to be clear that I ain't knocking the hustle. Get your bag, get your money. What I am saying is that shit coming together in 1 or 2 days. Bud Crawford already said y'all been done talk, bro. That shit can't come together 1 or 2 days when you have to pull David Avenigi from a fight he already had scheduled, bro. Like, nah, hell nah.
All I know is in 2022, he was supposed to be ready. He was supposed to be ready to fight in the fall or the winter. The fight ain't happened. He's supposed to have a rematch between the winter time for this year, and the fight ain't happening. This guy EJ is never ready to fight. Now I see why he had to do some underhanded shit a little bit, because these niggas be capping.
Nah,
they be extending dates.
Earl Spence
It's
being
not just
inactive.
about Earl Spence though, but it's
No,
just
if you
about
want to talk
that.
about him being inactive and not being ready to fight and shit, bro. I mean, the proof is in the pudding. Since what 2020, we got what? Dennis Ugas fight and Terence Crawford fight. He didn't
I
fight at all in
mean,
2021. I mean,
and it's not really his fault. I mean, his team
And
and the promoters they're gonna let him like get ready and shit. And nobody got time to be waiting on your ass all fucking year. Like
I
my
got,
the
only
shit was
thing is,
taking mad long the first time they tried to fight this guy. I mean,
that I
everyone kept
don't, that
saying Bud
I
was
have no
ducking,
problem with,
but
but
if you see him in public, he was not in fighting shape in October.
that I
hey,
don't
Right.
have.
but
That I don't
He
have a
wasn't in
problem.
fighting shape, and now he still ain't in fighting shape. And he posted December was
hold
supposed to
up.
be the rematch, and it's about to be middle of
That I
January.
don't. That none of that I have a problem with. But him being in shape or not has nothing to do with getting the fight done. If he ain't in shape, that's his fucking fault. It's his job to be in shape. That's a whole different conversation. What I'm saying is, bro, based on the fact that Earl and Bud were negotiating, they were negotiating a Showtime pay-per-view fight. You're not going to convince me that Jaron Boots Ennis had the ability to, but decided to duck out of an opportunity to fight Terence Crawford, bro. It was
There you
never a
go.
real option for either one of him. Terence
Hey,
Crawford didn't want to fight Jaron Boots Ennis then because he didn't bring shit to the table for him then. He don't want to fight him right now because he don't bring shit to the table but problems.
exactly. Hey,
What are y'all
smoke,
what are
smoke,
y'all gonna
smoke.
say? What are people gonna say about Terence Crawford if he knocks out Jaron Boots Ennis? Oh, he was supposed to do that. What are people
Yeah,
gonna say if Jaron Boots Ennis knocks him out? Oh, you got knocked out by a prospect. It's a lose-lose
That's
situation.
irrelevant, bro.
champion.
It's like watching
But
Tank Davis fight fucking Monster anyway, bro. It's a
Yeah,
lose-lose.
but
hey,
you contradicting your point.
no,
If he
hold up.
lose,
You're
Let me
making
let me
2 points
let
at the
me.
same time, and they both contradict each other. Ko.
Hey, but
go ahead.
no, hold up. Smoke got a good point. That's true. That's what I was trying to say before. Yeah, what
What
I was
smoke?
trying to say.
I ain't heard smoke talk at all.
OG.
Oh, oh, my bad. Not
Yeah, so yeah,
okay.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but yeah, I am waiting. I'm
No,
waiting.
no,
Yeah,
Bet you
no,
smoke.
get
no.
your shit off.
That's
You get your
Smoke. He
shit off, but
read
I
your
wait.
smoke. He read your mind. You ain't talk yet. He
eh,
said you made a good
hold
point,
up.
dog.
Let me get some shit off.
Go ahead,
But
Dirk.
yeah,
Then
I
we
was
go
trying
to
to say,
smoke.
look, Bus said himself, that fight means nothing to me. It's a lose lose. Like he just said, if it's a lose lose situation now, you best believe it was back then.
That was
And
me,
if
by
you
the way,
really
Dirk.
think
You want to give credit? That was KO point. But go ahead. Go ahead.
KO, yeah, my bad, bro. If you really think this nigga was gonna take a detour and fight Boots right before the biggest fight of his life with Earl Spence, you out of your damn mind.
He already did that, bro. He already did it. He
Nah.
literally did it with David Allen.
Boots is not some
That's
tune up you
true.
take before you fight Earl Spence.
But if
That
he thinks
and
if
low
he thinks the
key,
fight not
if
gonna
you pay
happen, it ain't
attention,
gonna happen.
Exactly.
Bomac and them were saying Boots is gonna be a harder fight than Earl Spence in the future. They said that out of their own mouth.
I gotta go to smoke. But drink. Think about what you just said. Oh, he already did that, bro. He done already whooped Earl. And he still don't want to fight Boots in between fighting Earl again after already whooping him. Because he
See,
don't
He
want to
can't fight
do
Boots.
that's the
that
He
problem.
cannot.
again,
Come
You
on, man.
cannot
What y'all
say
doing?
that. You can't
He
say the
cannot fight
first time
Boots
they
in
didn't
between
fight was
Earl.
because
He
they
has
didn't want to make the fight because they're negotiating with Spence, and then while he's negotiating with Spence, say he can fight Boots. You cannot do that. You can't have these same points and then contradict each other. Which one
bro.
is it, KO?
He can't fight. No, he cannot fight Boots Ennis. He never planned to. He never wanted
No, no, no,
to.
no, no, no,
He
no.
was
Say the
trying to
point you just said.
what I just say, bro?
He can't fight Boost because he's in contract to fight Spence, which he was in negotiating to fight Spence the first time. It's the same reason why they can't fight. He's small fry.
no, the
Again, no
first time was
problem.
the first
That's
time he
not
landed.
Bud
No
Crawford's
problem.
fault.
I
If you
got no
saying
problem.
that,
I got no problem with that. But don't say Boots ducked him. That's
but don't
all.
Why
say
can I
don't
not
say
say
Bud
that?
don't want to fight
That's
him if
all.
he don't have the opportunity to fight
What do you
him.
mean? I didn't say Bud don't want
Oh,
to fight him. He said he
You
don't want to
keep,
fight him.
there's a
one of the
reason
reasons
why,
that's
because
my
I'm
main question.
busy. I'm fighting your
I'm not
boss, the
saying
guy
that it's
who's
not
way
a
above
valid
you.
reason. I didn't say it's not valid. A Earl Spence rematch is, as a matter of fact, I said the opposite. A Earl Spence rematch, very valid. Jamel Charlo at 154, very valid. You going up to try to chase legacy at 154, those are very valid reasons not to fight Boots. But I'm not going to hear the fighter himself, and then I got to go to smoke because he ain't got to talk yet. I'm not going to hear the fighter himself tell me This fighter don't bring nothing to the table. I got bigger fish to fry. I'm not looking to fight him. I'm not gonna listen to him say that in one ear and then listen to his fans in the other ear tell me that the nigga that he just said that about is the one ducking him. It don't make sense, bro.
The reason why he said if he wants to, if Boots want to fight him that bad, then go tell your folks to put the money up. Errol Spence is telling his folks to put the money up for the fight. Your folks not doing that for you, and you so loyal to these motherfuckers, and they won't give you not one good name. Nobody on their side wants to fight you. They can't get you one good name.
If he don't do that,
and you got a problem going to BLK Prime to get the best name on your resume.
Are you saying that so you hear Bud Crawford say he don't want to fight him, but you still think Boots is ducking him?
He don't want to fight him because ain't nobody on your side is gonna make the fight for him.
I don't care about the reason. If you don't want to fight somebody out your own mouth, how can they duck you at the same time?
Because it's your team's fault. Your team do not want you in the ring with me. You're a waste of time. You talking, and everybody that's around you is saying a different story.
I don't want to be in the ring with him.
Not for the free.
Hey, was it confirmed that Bud said, "Yeah, I'll fight Boots" when they was talking to BLK? That's been confirmed. Everybody in the ring.
Yeah, that's what Blue Blood said. Yes, he said yes. I'll fight Boots.
Oh, okay, all right, cool. So the first time when it was announced that Bud was fighting David Avenesian, and I don't know if you seen the interview, maybe you didn't see it and you don't know. But Bozy said we never got the call. If we would have got that call, we would have took the fight in a heartbeat. You remember him saying that?
They didn't get the call until after Boots became the interim champion. They didn't get a call until like January. That's what I'm saying. They didn't get a call until January.
You ain't hearing what I'm saying.
Go ahead.
You're not hearing what I'm saying.
When
Bud got the fight with David Avenesian, and it was announced that he's about to fight him, Bozy said we would have took that fight in a heartbeat if we would have got the call. Basically saying if we would have got the call over David Avenesian, we would have taken the fight in a heartbeat. Do you remember 100%.
That? 100%, yeah.
Okay, so if he's saying that at that time, was he not doing this? Yes, he was 100% capping. But I'm asking KO.
No, because he didn't say we'll take the fight on BLK Prime. We'll go over there to BLK Prime.
No, he said.
No, he said we'll take the fight in a heartbeat, but they didn't get the call. They didn't get the call.
But he said he would go.
What he was saying is,
they didn't get the call until after Bud fought David Avenesian.
We ain't there yet. We're not yet. You skipping ahead. We're not there yet, bro. I understand that. We talking about the first fight. We talking about the first fight on BLK Prime.
Yes, sir.
Bud got the fight with David Avenesian. Oh, yes. Okay, cool. They said if we would have got the call over David Avenesian, we would have taken that fight in a heartbeat. He wasn't talking about on Showtime. He was talking about BLK Prime.
No, right? He wasn't talking about BLK. He was talking about just the call to fight Terence Crawford.
What?
If I got offered a Terence Crawford,
you added on, KO. You added on. That's not what he said.
No, y'all are adding on. The man just said we would have taken the fight, and y'all are taking it to me. Nigga,
David Avenesian didn't fight on Showtime. You added on.
Bro, you still got to negotiate.
The fight wasn't on Showtime. It was
David Avenesian money. Boots Ennis is a more bigger name than David Avenesian. Boots Ennis has a network deal. David Avenesian doesn't. So that fight, yes, I'll take that fight in a heartbeat, but they still would have had to negotiate, y'all. Come on, bro.
You adding on. That's not what he said, though. He said I would take his place. His place is on BLK Prime.
You're not fighting David Avenesian with the same deal that you would fight Boots with.
But he didn't say that.
Who would have been called BLK Prime?
Come on, bro.
You can make your point, but that's not what he said.
Are y'all saying by Bozy is saying if we got that call, we would have took that fight in a heartbeat? Y'all are taking that to mean that they would have took the same money, same network, same
absolutely everything. Absolutely not.
We can only go by his words. That's what he said.
Yeah, but he's asking us if we saying he's going to take that same deal. No, and Blue made it clear. Okay. They didn't call Boots because it was short notice. They had to put something together real quick, and they knew that fight was too big for them to make that type of fight.
So if they never called Boots, which you just confirmed, how could he have ducked him the first time? So we done with that.
No, I'm done with that.
So the whole he ducked the price too, we done with that. Let's move on to the next.
I didn't get to my point. I didn't even get to my point. You ain't let me finish up. So if he's saying he would have taken the fight in a heartbeat, if he would have got that call, well, he ended up getting the call. And when he got the call, he didn't take the fight. He put a middle. He put a middle.
Let's back up first. I got you. We can go to that. But so the first time, because he said he had two opportunities to fight him. That's what Bud Crawford said. So Let's kill the first one because you just killed it yourself when you said they never called him and they didn't call him because it was short notice. So that first time, as far as him having 2 opportunities to fight him, that's capped. So let's.
That ties into when he got the call, bro. If you telling me, yes, it does. If he say I would have taken that fight in a heartbeat, he did not take it in a heartbeat. He put a middleman in the way.
Drink. I know. You know it's all love, bro. But I know what you're trying to do. I know it's team Bud for you all fucking day. I ain't got no problem with that. But Bud Crawford said he had 2 opportunities to fight me. But he did.
I don't have nothing to do with that. When
he means the first time when he jumped out the WBO when he was supposed to be number 1. That's what he means. The first time.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not talking about that. That's not.
And that was in 2022.
That's
you just got done negotiating with Earl, and you pulled out of negotiations with him. So why would I stay your mandatory if you just pulled out with him? No, I'm gonna go again. If you had an
called you,
Jay Nori, if you had an opportunity. And you are in Toronto tennis and shoes, and you got 2 routes you can go. You can be this guy mandatory over here, smaller name, 1 belt, ain't got no network for you to fight him on. Or you can be this guy's mandatory over here, 3 belts, same network as you, and the bigger name. Jay Nori, which mandatory are you? Which route you going, bro? Be honest with me. Don't cap to me. Be honest, bro. You a fighter, Jay Nori. You looking for your shot. You looking to build your name. You can go option A. You can go option B. Option A is 1 belt, smaller name, no network deal. Option B, the dude got a network deal. He got 3 belts for you, and he a bigger name. Which way you going, Jay Nori? Tell me the truth, bro.
Well, both things can't be right. See, y'all like to do that. Here's the thing: if I'm Boots. And I'm part of the whole gang that Bud is ducking EJ. If he's supposedly ducking, then why not convince him to come to Showtime and fight me for your WBO crown?
Say that Bud Crawford was ducking Earl Spence.
Everybody was talking all that big shit when they thought Bud was ducking somebody.
Boots never said that. Boots gave them both their credit. And he said, "I'll fight." Don't move around. Don't move around the question.
You gave me. I'm giving you my answer. It's not my problem. You don't like my answer.
It's a simple KO. I'll pick this one, or KO. I'll pick that one. So I'll ask you again, sir.
If I'm Boots, I'm taking that fight with Bud Crawford because I know
go off on somebody, and I hope it ain't me. But I'm asking you again, bro. And then I gotta get the smoke. You have 2 options. You are Jay Nori, you 28-0, 26 knockouts. You at the top of everybody ranking system. And you got options. You like, damn, okay, I got to be somebody mandatory around this motherfucker so I can get my shot. I can go this way and try to be this guy's mandatory, but he only got 1 belt for me. He's a smaller name, and he has no network for us to fight on. He ain't got no network deal. He a free agent out this bitch. Or I can fight this. I can be the mandatory for this other dude. They got 3 belts. There's a bigger name, and he already got fight on the same network that I got a network deal with. Which one are you choosing, Jay Norton?
And
you gotta pick. Here's the thing. This is why I know Boots don't want to fight Bud for a fact.
Can you just tell me which one you would pick? I ain't even
asking. I'm Boots. I'm going for Bud. You know for a fact, Mr. Showtime is not gonna fight you. Mr. 3 belts, Mr. I don't take no tune-ups. He not fighting you, dog. You're number 1 in the WO. Convince Showtime to put the money up for the fight. If he's really not gonna fight EJ,
you got it.
Put the money up and get the fight.
You got it.
If not, then you ain't got no fight regardless.
You say you would go 1 belt, all that shit is a good thing. You don't manage fighters because nobody would agree with you, bro. But it's fine.
They obviously didn't think they were gonna fight either of them. That's why they jumped out WBO, right?
Listen, we could disagree.
Okay then.
I ain't tripping. You know I don't take this shit that serious. Smoke, what up?
It's cool.
Hey, what up? What up? Okay, that was lively, and you guys finally got to where I was going with it, and that was just a mandatory route. But I think so. First off, I don't go around using the word duck. I've had to backtrack off of it too much now. I don't. It doesn't matter, right? So when it comes right down to it, the reason why people say that Boots ducked is because Boots was talking all of that I can beat you in your living room stuff, and then when it came right down to it, when he could actually have a fight, when he could be the mandatory and Bud didn't have a fight and he had a mandatory to fight. He instead of going the Bud route, he hid behind a whatever it is you talk about, the politics of it all, the business of it all. But before he was just saying he could just beat Bud. He could have, just to answer your other question, which one would you go? If he had went to beat Bud, then he could have fought Errol Spence for a much better piece of the pie in a much bigger fight for Undisputed on that network that they share. So it's not like either way you go, unless you're going to bring Bud over to the network, you're going to have to leave. Going to have to leave Showtime. But it's not like Boots is some big like headliner at Showtime anyway. Like that dude's an undercard fighter to begin with. Like he has an exclusive contract, but if you're a mandatory, then you can make that thing go to purse bid, and whoever bids the most gets to fight.
I ain't mad at you, and I love having these. I'm glad you came up here, Smoke. So because you open minded and you willing to consider new information. So, but check this out. So I hear what you're saying, but consider this, bro. You just said Boots is not a real big name over at Showtime. Do you really believe? And this is just a question for you. So, in order for Boots to be able to do that, Cameron Duncan has him sign in a deal with Showtime. Do you think that Steven Espinoza, who Al Heyman he got Tank Davis that he putting on Steven Espinoza network. He got David Benavidez he putting on his network. He just signed Canelo Alvarez to his network. Do you think that Steven Espinoza was gonna have Boots circumvent what Al Heyman was trying to do with Errol Spence, bro?
Well, see, here's the thing: it's where people get in trouble, or maybe they don't get in trouble by using the word duck or using the term duck. It's like, did William Zepeda duck Shakur because Oscar said no? Did Ghost duck Shakur because it said 50-50? Like at a certain point, if you're gonna start evoking business, if you're gonna start evoking business for the reason why people don't get fights after they talk a whole bunch of shit, then you could. There's probably better business to be done.
Each one different. Frank Martin ducked because he agreed to the deal and they called off the goddamn purse bid. Then he backed.
Yeah, but I'm sure right. But I mean, I got that part. I'm just saying. Well, I'm just saying that if it's the suit that pulled the suit that pulled the plug ultimately, then is it still Frank Martin ducking?
What do you? I don't. But see, here's the thing: did the suits pull the plug? Because them same suits sent Edwin over there. He signed over there too. And Frank Martin himself,
yeah, I mean,
he the one himself that was like, I was the one that asked for a little extra after agreeing to it and shit. That's on him. And then what Frank Martin could have done, Smoke, and what his team could have did, they could have went back to the WBC and said, "Look, we thought we had a deal. This motherfucker ain't coming."
Okay, no, I got you. So I just want to make sure I'm going to make sure we're on the same page. You're saying it's okay if a suit says I want more money and blocks the deal, then just blame the suit. But if the fighter says I want some more money, it's on the fighter because he's the one saying more. He wants some more money, right?
I'm saying I hold the fighters to what they say, and I'm holding in the suits can be accountable as well. But each circumstance is different. If I know that Earl and Bud been negotiating for like 6 or 7 months straight all through 2022. I know that Showtime. I know that Bud. If he walking away from Earl, bro, he ain't finna fight Boots. He ain't finna fight Boots. He walking away from Earl, bro. He ain't finna fight.
Well, that's the thing.
Like
the thing is, right? So
it don't make no sense. In the case of Frank Martin, bro, you was his mandatory.
But here's the problem. Here's the problem.
It's 50-50, bro. Like the
problem is the mandatory thing with the WBO. If Bud does not fight Boots, then he gets stripped. The WBO, as far as I can tell, the WBO doesn't really like have these like situations where
if Earl don't fight motherfucking Boots, he was supposed to be stripped too.
Yeah, but the problem with that though is Earl got 2 more belts. Bud has 0 belts. Bud's got the 1 belt. If that dude gets stripped, then let me just walk with me. If he has no belt, then he has no undisputed fight.
Yeah, but the thing is with Earl's belts, the order was the WBA shit got exercised when Ugas fought Manny Pacquiao. Because remember, Manny Pacquiao was in recess, but they let him fight for the title that they gave Ugas. So that shit was already exercised. He already exercised his WBC mandatory when he fought Danny Garcia. So the IBF was up next.
No, that wasn't. It's not. It wasn't that. It's that there were 2 things there.
So either way,
the issue.
Turn, bro.
But no, I got you. The issue was Stanionis, right? So Stanionis was the idea that he was still there. So Spence still had another way that he could have gone, but Bud did not have another way that he could have gone. But the other part of that is Virgil Ortiz was the number one guy on the WBO, and Virgil Ortiz declined that man when they ordered the Ortiz fight. Ortiz said no, and he went to Stanionis route. At that point, Boots could have said okay because he was the number two right underneath that. He was the guy next to be ordered to fight Bud, and instead of doing that, he went the IBF route. That's why people are saying, or that's why I think people are saying Boots is ducking.
I ain't mad.
At least the one time. I don't know about two times.
I have a question. I'm gonna get P Hunter in here. I'm not mad that I just at the time. I mean, now you can say it because Bud has proven himself to be a phenomenal fighter. Obviously, better than Earl Spence at this point as we having this conversation. But at the time that all that shit happened, I don't think you can duck somebody by putting yourself in position to fight somebody that was at the time a lot of people thought was better than him, and at the time had more hardware and a bigger name. Like you don't like. But I understand that train of thought. I ain't mad at it. I just don't agree. P Hunter, what's up, man?
I have a question. So let's say if being in the WBO, does that didn't guarantee Boots is going to have a fight with Bud? Because they switch that stuff up all the time. Or is that not right?
Yeah, no, WBO doesn't really. Not really.
To answer your question, bro, it ain't just a WBO, dog. The WBA, the WBO, the WBC, the IBF, we up here.
The WBC, yes.
But I think we can all agree that, bro, that shit don't matter. They do what they want, bro.
Standing around like waiting.
They do. They put a guy off and all that stuff. I'm just saying that the fight was ordered and Bud only has the one belt. Bud has not seemed to be playing politics behind belts. He seems to have fought his mandatories. Even if he leveraged it for more money, I haven't seen him. And the whole point of it is, if Boots is talking the way that Boots was talking, and the way that the entire narrative of Boots, Boots is talking about how Bud's not really a switch hitter. He's really just a southpaw. Remember all that stuff? Like they were just on his neck talking about how much they were better than him, right? So then when it comes down to his spot,
I got you.
So then when it comes down to do your thing, you move heaven and earth. Because at that point, Spence might have been, when you talk about the numbers of it, sure. But there was only one guy who was walking into the Hall of Fame if that fight never even happened. Yeah. Right? Yeah. And that was Bud.
The way you talking is somebody that you don't give a fuck about the network. You don't give a fuck about no business. You just said you go over there and you whoop a motherfucker ass. That's how you talk.
Yeah, exactly. And that dude and some of those guys, some of those dudes are like, when you have the chance to fight, if you have a Cambosis on your radar, you might take a couple of if you got Arturo Gatti that you can knock off, sure, you go and do that shit. You got like that if you got Lomachenko. You might take a couple L,
That's why you up here, Smoke, and then I'll go back to whoever.
Hold on, I didn't really finish my point.
Go ahead, P. Hunter, finish your point. Then I wanted to ask you something, Smoke, but go ahead, P. Hunter.
Like you said, Caleb. So if the sanctioning bodies can pretty much do what they want with the rankings and make who fight whoever they want to fight, when it still come down to simple math of 3 is more than 1. When all said and done, that's what it comes down to in my mind. I'm a simple type of cat. So I'm always look at 3 bags of potato chips is going to be better than 1 bag of potato chips.
Okay,
I agree with
y'all leaving something out, but
go ahead. Bill.
It's Stanionis. Stanionis is the thing they're leaving out.
What were you gonna say, Bella?
Well, I think this too. Like, how can you all just say that it's 3 belts is better than 1? If you look at the type of fighter Errol Spence is, and you look at the type of fighter Bud is, Jaron Ennis and Bud have a lot of similar attributes, as opposed to Jaron Ennis, he's looking at the fight with Errol Spence. They match up for Jaron Ennis a lot better than Jaron Ennis going that WBO route and fighting Terence Crawford too. I think there was a lot of factors into them going that IBF route. And then at the same time, Errol Spence in the whole IBF thing, right? So who was his last IBF Mando that he fought?
Abdul Kakarov in 2017. Oh no, he fought. It was Carlos Ocampo. Abdul Kakarov had been the mandatory.
I thought it was Ocampo. It's Ocampo. Who was it?
It was Ocampo a long time ago, but Abdul Kakarov was the mandatory until he lost. But long story short, he hadn't defended that IBF mandatory since like 2017, 2018 or some shit. Somebody in the chat put in when he fought Ocampo. I don't have box rec in front of me. I think he fought
it was 2018. It was right after the Kell Brooks fight. It was the very next fight.
Yeah, so it was
I
a long
understand
ass
it.
time, brother.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
end of 2017, beginning of 2018. Yeah.
Yeah, so Errol Spence, I mean, you could definitely see that while Errol Spence was quote unquote unifying and making those Showtime PBC fights, paid Stan Jonas step aside money. We can all kind of see what was really happening. And Jaron Ennis, in terms of him, ducking Terence Crawford or not ducking, Terence Crawford, whatever side you fall on, I think it's obvious to say Jaron Ennis, when he's looking at both, when he had the decision to make, it's clear that Terence Crawford and him are a bit more similar in their styles. It would be it was a much more trouble probably going that route, and if he had to fight Terence Crawford, and I think Bozy Ennis also solidified that when he was, I believe, in a YSM Sports Media interview, he was actually comparing Errol Spence and Terence Crawford, and he said that Jaron Ennis and Terence Crawford has similar attributes.
So let me bring this to y'all in.
Fair.
Let me bring this to y'all in. So Terence Crawford has a high ring IQ. He's a very smart, cerebral fighter, right?
Okay.
Y'all think that?
Yeah.
Everybody would agree to that?
Yep.
Okay. So the same way that y'all say Boots saw that in Terence Crawford, and that's what it is, and all that stuff. Y'all don't think Terence Crawford see that in Boots right now?
My mom would never
Mirror
really.
image.
Of course he do.
Just a younger.
I think he sees that, yes, he's younger, but he doesn't have, I don't think he could keep up with him in terms of just his
I could break down the fight real quick for you.
Well, it's not about breaking down the fight. So y'all under the impression that Bud just
he ain't nothing like Bud. Nothing.
Bud, he see a threat. He see
I
a
agree.
motherfucker
He's much more explosive than Bud.
see a motherfucker that can
whoa.
Y'all believe that y'all believe that when Bud look at Boots, he don't see some of that same shit. He just see food.
Oh yeah, he does.
He see food. I see food, and I'm not in the ring.
Wait.
It's hard talking to y'all sometimes, bro. Y'all crazy motherfuckers.
Man, y'all say all this shit about he like Bud. He ain't nothing like Bud. First of all, the nigga can't even throw a punch without moving his feet. He can't move and throw.
KO,
He has to plant every time he throws.
Let's be honest.
Hold on, Bella. Let me just real quick, Bella. Real quick. I'm gonna let you rock after me.
Dude, he's fought at 147. So to say that Boots is just way more explosive than Bud, that's crazy.
He is.
Bud has finished everybody at
if you got to plant your feet every time you need to throw a power shot, you're not explosive like that. You winging your shots. You're just more athletic than these guys.
But
you can't
Bud
set your shot up.
Bud said himself, he reminds me of me. And ironically, you say that when they ask Bruce the same question, he says, I fight nothing like Bud. I'm nothing like him. So
he reminds me of me because everybody's trying to switch.
Because he feels
all these guys are trying to switch like me. That's what he's saying. You my son. That wasn't a compliment.
He said that kid reminds me.
It wasn't a compliment.
That kid reminds me.
You can fight, but you can fight, but you one of my sons. I got my DNA is part of you. My fighting style.
Why are you putting words in this nigga mouth?
Right, exactly. That's a whole lot of conjecture.
You just did the same thing, nigga.
He never
What the fuck
said
you talking about?
That's how you feel about him. Bud didn't say that shit.
You just did the same thing.
Y'all really think somebody that's accomplished the things that Bud Crawford has accomplished, somebody that has the IQ and the instincts that he have in the ring, y'all really think he looking at Boots in is like food?
Right.
I did the same thing with Spence. I'm telling you.
In the case of Jaron Boots,
everybody like food.
In the case
gonna be another dead body.
He got bigger fish to fry, and Jaron Boots don't bring shit to the table and all that old shit. But he fought Mean Machine just fine, bro.
He didn't want to fight Spence. He didn't want to fight Spence for no zero guarantee. You think he gonna be like, I'll fight Boots for anything? Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, okay. So then you go narrative about
he fought Mean Machine and Jose Benavidez for.
Then he wasn't gonna get no big money to fight them. But if I'm gonna get big money for this guy who you think is the next coming, yeah, pay up.
So
if you admit it's about money, and that means that fight was never on the table. Can you just admit that?
He's a problem, bro. Like, come on, bro.
Y'all keep double talking. Y'all
It's
keep
not
saying,
true.
"Oh,
Bud
he."
fought on
Y'all.
the first
Here's the thing. Y'all keep saying he could fight Boots, and that it's Bud that don't want to fight Boots. But at the same time, y'all saying Boots can't fight Bud because he has to fight
Again,
Spence.
I'm
So
not
which
saying that.
one
I'm not
is it?
saying
Nobody
that.
said that.
I didn't say that. But Crawford said that.
Right.
I don't think
Like,
Bud said
I'm not
he
saying
can't
that.
fight
I'm
He's
not
Boots.
he's
saying that
in the
Bud don't want to
office.
fight Boots, bro. Bud said
If
he don't want to fight Boots, bro.
But he
Bud
not saying
agreed
he
to
don't want
fight
to
him
fight him
at
because
first.
he could beat me. He's a threat. He's saying, "Nigga, I'm in the office talking to your boss. You not part of this conversation."
He didn't say that either. He said, "I'm
That's
not
exactly
fighting
what he
Why
you
we
said.
if you don't bring nothing to the table."
why
Conjecture.
If
That's
I'm
what
at
he
the
why are we
table
ignoring the fight they
and
did?
your name's not being mentioned at the table, stop clout chasing.
He didn't say that either, Jay Norby.
That's what
He
he's
didn't say
saying.
that,
How do you
That's
know what
exactly
he's
what
You
he's
saying a lot of
saying.
stuff that people ain't saying as KO. You saying a lot of stuff that people ain't saying, putting your 2 cents
right? Put
on
your
it, bro.
spin
Well,
on
I'll
it.
tell
bro.
you what I'm saying. I'm saying
That
if
nigga said,
EJ don't
"I
want to
don't
fight,
want
get
to
out the
fight
way,
Jaron
and I'll
Ennis
call for the boots fight
because I have
myself.
bigger fish to fry. He don't
He
bring
ain't gonna
nothing
do
to the
that.
table. And if I beat him,
No, he gonna go
y'all gonna
home.
say he
Oh, he
was
gonna do that.
young. Y'all gonna say I
Hey
wouldn't do
KO, he
no
said
good."
all that. You
That's
know
what
what
he
else he said?
said,
You know
bro.
what else he said? He said, you know what else he said? He told BLK Prime, go ahead and make the fight, I'll fight him. He also said that, bro. That's a fact.
Yeah.
You can't ignore that,
What was
man.
he
Why didn't he
supposed to
tell that
say?
to Showtime since he was already negotiating with them, bro?
Because he just did business with BLK, bro. He wasn't
But he
tripping.
See,
That was
literally
this
his
is what
said
I'm
He
deal.
that.
said
talking about.
Bud
You
Earl
keep
Spence
He
got to
double
fight
literally
Boots.
said he
KO.
want
That's
to
what he
fight.
You're
said.
double
Hold on.
talking. You
He
can't say why did he
literally
ask for the
told
boots
me
fight
to
and then
fight with
say
Earl
they're
Showtime.
negotiating with Spence. Which one is
Well,
it,
if
He
I'm,
KO?
literally did the
I'm
same thing with
negotiating with Earl
David Evans.
Spence,
He
if
was
I'm negotiating
negotiating
with
with
Earl Spence,
Showtime, and he walked over to BLK Prime and
if
made a fight.
I am negotiating with Earl Spence Jr. and I'm open to fight Boots too, why won't I just tell the people that I'm already negotiating with that I want to fight Boots?
Did he
Because
not
his
do that?
priorities,
I'm
BLK
already
was.
talking to him.
No, he never called. He never called Espinoza to say,
See, yeah, you
Espinoza,
double
I will
talking,
fight
bro.
Boots
Y'all crazy as hell,
if
bro.
Earl don't fight me. That's a
You
simple
can't
phone
say
call
that
for both
Showtime
sides.
don't want to make a Boots
Smoking,
versus Bud fight and
smoking,
then ask
drink,
for Bud to ask for the
smoking,
fight.
drink more water, smoking, drink more water, and Jay Norrie's goddamn promoter. I'm all and he's they fucking network. I'm already talking to Smoke about fighting, drink more water, and I want to fight, and I'm open to fighting Jay Norrie too. And I don't tell Smoke that. Instead, I get Dirk involved, and I say, Dirk, man, go make a fight with me and Jay Norrie. And I'm already talking to Jay Norrie's team in Smoke, but I don't tell Smoke about Jay Norrie. I only want to talk to Smoke about drink more water, but I'm gonna use Dirk, who ain't even got Jay Norrie signed. I'm gonna use Dirk to make a fight between me and Jay Norrie. Okay, bro, y'all got it.
Bud is talking to Al Heyman
Y'all
PDC
got
to
it,
make a
bro.
Bud, to make a
And
EJ
he's
Y'all
fight.
making it
got it.
Nah,
convoluted
no.
so
He
you
said
can say 2
Espinoza.
points at
Y'all
one
got it.
time and it ain't happening, dog.
It's
Got it, bro.
Espinoza.
It's
You
not
putting shit, hell,
happening.
you putting shit in
Y'all
the game,
got
bro.
that
You
shit,
putting
bro.
shit in the game,
Whatever
bro. He
y'all got all
literally,
that.
So
he
hold on.
literally did this.
So Bud couldn't call Espinoza, but Espinoza, look, if EJ is playing around and he ain't gonna give me what I want, let me fight Boots. That's simple. He could have did that if he really wanted to. He wanted to fight EJ. He didn't want to fight freaking Boots. He couldn't care less about Boots. That's why he said it ain't nothing in it for me. It's
Right.
just that simple. Y'all trying to make all these
And it's as simple as if it
complexes
wasn't anything for you right
and build
now,
off
he
algorithms.
felt
Nah,
that way
it's
back
just that
then too.
simple. I
Yeah.
want to fight EJ. I don't really care about Boots. Because if he cared about Boots, he'd have told Espinoza make that fight if EJ don't come around. It's just that simple.
The priority was the EJ, bro. But the same way he stepped away from the negotiations the first time, he would have did it the second time if BLK Prime would have made the fight. It's as simple as that.
He
You
would
acting
have
like
stepped away. Hold on. He would have stepped away from undisputed with Earl Spence Jr. in a bigger fight to go back and fight Boots Ennis on BLK Pump.
he already
Right.
did it. If he didn't do it before, you would have a point. He already did it. He showed that he's willing to do that.
He would do that shit
You
twice.
can't.
After
Yeah,
he would duck
never
Earl
got the
twice.
EJ fight. He'd have never got the
Okay,
EJ
bro.
fight.
Obviously, Earl
All right,
believed him since he
You
got what he
got
wanted.
caps in your raps.
all right,
Go
bro.
ahead.
Whatever. Hey, Smoke. They say Beterbiev versus Bivol is done if Callum Smith get knocked out by Beterbiev, bro. Did you see that?
I did see that. I've heard it a bunch.
Hey, what if
Um,
Beterbiev lose?
then I mean, it'll be one of the longest marinated fights that never came to be in active fighters. Because right now, that fight it was marinated longer than fucking Fury and I'm sorry, AJ and Wilder, longer than Bud and Spence,
Yeah.
longer longer than Tank and Shakur and Dan all this shit.
Damn, bro. We can't have another one fall apart like Wilder and AJ, dog.
Yeah, well, this is it. He's old. I don't know. He's on whatever it is. It's got his levels all going
All fucked
crazy.
up, yeah.
You know what I mean? He's on that future stuff, the stuff that will be banned in 2030 or whatever. But we're in 2024 right now, so he's all good. And I think he's gonna knock Callum Smith out. I don't know. You know, that's what I expect. He's old, but yeah, Callum Smith is not the goods to me. Ever since that,
I'm gonna bring this shit to everybody before we end the show. We've been talking about Bud and Ennis a long time. I appreciate y'all coming up here and chopping it up with me, bro. And shout out to all y'all, man. I love having conversation with y'all. Do y'all think that Saudi Arabia is good for boxing?
No.
If they bring us the fights, yes.
Yes and no. Yes,
So I got a no and I got a yes. I want to go to Dirk. Dirk, tell me why. And then P Hunter, I think you said no, and I think Drink said yes and no. So I want to go in that order. I want Dirk and then P Hunter and then Drink. Like, give me y'all takes on that shit, bro. I got a pretty strong opinion on it. I said it earlier today in my video. In case y'all haven't caught it, it was the Tank Davis Saudi Arabia video. So please go check that out.
I got something on it last. Before you go, knockout, I'd like to go like after everybody else.
Yeah, you got it, bro. Yeah, you got it. Go ahead, Dirk. Dirk, P Hunter, Drink, and then Smoke. Go ahead, Dirk.
All right.
And then Bella, oh, she gone. Then Jay Nora, you can get in there. Crush, I can get in there too if y'all want to, bro. I'll let everybody else go.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Dirk.
So in my opinion, America is the mecca of boxing. At least it should be. So the fights should be here. But if the fights are not being made here and the Saudis are willing to pay for it, fuck it. Let it happen. You know, they got money to blow over there. So if they're willing to make the fights and give the people what they want to see, I don't have a problem with it. So,
go ahead, P Hunter.
Yeah, I prefer if we were doing.
Oh no, I thought you were doing.
But it is what it is. That's my take.
All right, go ahead, P Hunter.
I don't like it because I don't think the Saudis really care about boxing like that. I think this is like they have so much money. They basically tricking off money because they feel like tricking off money. So in essence, it's good for the boxers because the boxers get a lot of money. But as for boxing, it's not good because it's on at bad times. No one wants to watch a major fight at 2:00 in the afternoon on a Saturday or mostly a Saturday. No one wants to do that. I don't know. I got better things to do at 2:00 on a Saturday than sit around and watching boxing. You take away from the whole mystique, the nostalgia of boxing in America. So that just takes away from all that. And eventually, if you keep doing this, boxing in America will just be it'll falter more than it's faltering now. And then MMA is just gonna kick up even more. So it's just a bad thing. It's a good thing for the money for the boxers, but it's terrible for boxing in general.
All right, what do you think, Drink?
Yeah, they showing a willingness to.
Hold on a second. Who there watching TV, bro?
You got it too. What did you think? Yes, I love it.
I think that's the homie Crush. Crush, I'm gonna mute you. Go ahead, Drink.
Yeah, it's a yes because they got a willingness to pay the money for the fights, the big fights that these fighters want astronomical type money, but we still haven't gotten those fights. They said they was going to make this Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder fight. We didn't get it. We got a stacked card, but everybody was in mismatches. You know what I'm saying? For the most part. Wilder, the fight played out how it played out. He lost to Joseph Parker, but everybody thought he was going to knock him the fuck out. Nobody thought that Anthony Joshua was going to lose to Otto Wilder. So we really ain't getting no fights that we wanted, to be honest. But we can't have the U.S. market die out, bro. We got to get these fights at home, man. You're going to get your notoriety at home. You're going to build your fan base. And if you're not doing it over here, man, ultimately the sport going to die. And like my man just said, we can't be watching no fucking boxing 2:00 in the afternoon. That shit is crazy.
Already. Smoke, what you got on it, bro?
I'm gonna go with. I'm optimistic about it. I'm hoping. I'm looking at boxing becoming seemingly more global. There seems to be a lot more talent and star power, right? That's not outside of America, and that needs distribution also. So if you're a boxing fan of just American boxing, that we're in a bad spot just because all we got really is Top Rank. That's on a network television that most Americans have, kind of thing. And the way Top Rank moves is kind of funny, but whatever. That's what we have as boxing fans in America. So it's a little bit it's uncomfortable. But I like the idea of like Amazon Prime being like a global service that'll also have boxing, which doesn't really have a time zone, and you can watch the shit whenever you watch it. I mean, yeah, it'll be a different kind of experience from what we've become accustomed to. But I think just given the way I'm seeing the way people watch, consume content, consume everything. Like boxing is not. No one watched boxing on fucking network TV. So, yeah, if it's gonna be on a streaming service, it's gonna be 24/7 worldwide. So, yeah, I'm not mad at it. Another time zone showing boxing and another place where American talent to shine and get their money off. I'm optimistic.
Jay Nori, what you got on it?
Hey man, this is a necessary evil. I mean, American boxing is so corporatized now. It's really hard to gain momentum with these fights when they're always being milked for so long, and it's just breadcrumb after breadcrumb. I mean, the Saudis are giving instant gratification. They're giving instant gratification to the fans, and they're giving instant gratification to the fighters because they're willing to pay for them. I mean, if you can't compete with it, even though we obviously see that the long-term effects are going to be pretty, who knows really? It's hard to tell because you don't know how deep they're going to plant their feet into boxing. Is this just a quick little buck thing to gain some notoriety for the region and then move on to something else? Maybe they'll jump back into soccer, who knows? Or are they really going to be doing this for the long term? So you don't know. If they are willing to do this for the long term, then that's a big competition for American boxing. That's a big competition. If all the big fights going to happen overseas, and you guys aren't willing to pay the money, but they are, you're gonna have to deal with them. It is what it is.
I think it's horrible for the sport, y'all. I think it's bad. I can't think of a time that an entity's got into a business and they don't give a damn about making money, and they've been good for that business, bro. The Saudis' problem is that they don't give a fuck about making money. So yeah, you about to get Fury and Usyk. You about to get probably Beterbiev and Bivol. You about to get those fights. But you also getting Francis Ngannou versus Tyson Fury and Francis Ngannou versus Anthony Joshua. That motherfucker don't deserve a shot over about 15, 20 heavyweights that he getting a shot over. So that's bad about it. But the main thing is now you telling American fight, because basically what you're saying is it don't matter whether or not you a star. It don't matter whether or not people in America are willing to pay to come see you, whether or not people in America are willing to pay to watch you fight. Going over there to Saudi Arabia. So now, shit, Devin Haney fighting in Saudi Arabia. Smoke out there. Smoke out there. Smoke have to go to what? To Saudi Arabia for the fucking fight. Oh, you team Tank. You team Tank. You team Earl. You team Bud. You team Deontay Wilder. You comfortable having to go follow their career and trying to go over to Saudi Arabia, bro?
But knockout, what's the main reason?
When they get bored with that shit and like, we got trillions of dollars. Now we're tired of boxing. We're going to go over and we're going to do another sport. When they do that,
knockout. And then this the rabbit hole that PBC started, though.
But knockout, hold up. So what's the main reason we're probably not getting the Boots Crawford fight? Money, right? So if they willing to pay for it, what's the issue?
So boxing.
The problem is in America.
Boxing goes from prime time to 2 in the afternoon, and the big American stars got to fight.
Yeah, but
would you rather get a fight at 2 in the afternoon or no fight at all?
And I'm just saying, whose fault is it that Americans don't care about AJ or Tyson Fury? Is it Tyson Fury's fault? Is it boxing's fault? Is it America's fault? Like, we don't care about these people. We don't care about Francis Ngannou, and we don't give a shit about AJ. Like,
I don't care if Tyson Fury go over there. I don't care if fucking
Tyson Fury can't fight
go over there. I'm talking about our guy. Like, the most talented fighters in boxing are American fighters, and they gotta go over there. Like, can you imagine Tank Davis versus Devin Haney in Saudi Arabia?
That's the problem.
Here's
the thing, though.
Hold on. Let me say this.
They gonna walk out.
PBC created an island.
They gonna walk out, and motherfuckers just gonna be sitting there.
Let me say this though.
But they created an island.
Here's the problem.
Hold on. Let me say this.
I mean, all the good fights can't happen on PBC only. They create an island. We want people to do.
Hold on. Let me just say this, KO, and I agree with you to some degree.
as far as the fights being made over there and them not being on prime time in the US. The thing is that the same way you want to see the fight, I want to see the fight. And a lot of times, if it's not over there, we're not gonna see the fight. And so it has to be
We gotta push for
some
the fight
form
here.
of
Son.
balance.
We gotta
it
do
has
No,
to be.
here's the thing.
because now
I don't think.
you can't build your listen, bro. Devin about to probably fucking go on free TV already.
What does that have to do with anything?
If this nigga start going to this is what if he start going to Saudi Arabia when that shit run out, he gonna come back over here and his fan base gonna be even worse. Then what?
Okay,
Man,
so here's the thing. So
you got people like
so here's really what the issue.
Money that they don't deserve.
Wait. Here's the thing. Devin, so
they don't deserve.
Right, so Devin Haney, right? So first off, it's very it's one of the signs of these times that you can even get pay-per-view fights under 147 pounds, right? So you got really just two guys who are able to do this on like a consistent basis, and that's Devin Haney and Tank Davis. Tank Davis has built up his book over years, right? He's 8 years, damn near a decade in the game, and I don't know how long it took him before he became pay-per-view, and he hasn't had all of these smashing successes, right? His last one, after damn near a decade in the game, that was been his biggest one to date. And it's been exponentially more than every single one of them combined, right? From his own thing, right? So this idea that like Devin needs to be like some like his next two fights are going to be a smash hit anywhere, I think is a little bit unfair to him. But still, even if he stayed at 140, he could probably get some pay-per-view fights out of Teofimo, out of maybe a Ryan Garcia fight, out of maybe a Rolly fight, out of somebody else, out of a Matias fight. Well, no, I'm saying is he probably has. All I'm saying is, even though not all of them are going to be, he has like about 2 or 3.
Should be fighting in America, bro.
Now, I know that. I'm just talking about when it comes to the Devin Haney fights. When it comes to the American market is a specific thing for Americans. The Saudi market seems to be a little bit more about international and them trying to put a face on an international sport, like them trying to. Okay, so really it's the king. I don't know if you know about the politics of this whole thing, but there's a new guy in town. The prince is going to become king soon, and he's doing this whole coming out party, and he's doing it in all kinds of ways. Sports is just one of them.
Now,
right? So this is a vanity project, right?
You know what? What happens when he says, "You know what, bro? I'm tired of boxing. I'm gonna start putting on MMA fights." Bye.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
They already have. It's not. He already does. No, he already does.
Money and shit. What happens when that happens, bro?
No, I'm saying he already does. He already did all that shit. He's trying to get the World Cup and all this shit. Like that's his whole thing. It's just not just boxing. It's just he's doing this. He's doing this whole thing with all sports, Formula One, tennis, golf. He's trying to get like a PGA tour there, all that shit. I'm just saying it might be a vanity thing.
I've never seen.
Is Turkey about to be the king? Is he about to be the king?
Go ahead, yeah, he's been running the place for 5 years. Yeah, he's been running for 5 years, and now he's he's a new kid on the block. Right?
I didn't know that.
Be supported and grown here in America, bro.
Then America has to put their plant.
We have our own market though
here in America, bro. Because
I got you. But
if America wants to be the global leader again, then they gotta move like it.
5 years from now,
make the fucking fights.
It could be 10 years from now. It could be 15 years from now. Eventually, motherfuckers ain't just gonna keep. Oh, I'll give you $20 million, even though I'm cool with just losing $40-50 million every event because I'm overpaying niggas and I'm not really selling shit. I don't care about making money. They only gonna do that shit so long. Then when you bring your ass back to reality, then what?
What I'm trying to say, what I'm trying to explain to you is that the American fighter. What I'm trying to tell you is that the American market is unique to itself. These are not global icons. Tank Davis and Devin Haney are not global icons. Maybe for an off-brand shit, they can get some fights on there on a stacked-ass card. But you saw how Deontay Wilder, who's pay-per-view in America, was an undercard there.
And that's
completely different markets, right?
That they just did with Deontay Wilder, AJ, and all them on it lost millions of dollars.
I'm sure. I mean, I don't even know if it was. Yeah,
millions of dollars. They ain't finna just keep doing that shit, bro. And then
bro, the country is named after them. They got a country.
And Alexander Usyk, they gonna lose.
You know how we say about. You know how we say. You know how we say. You got a country behind you.
overpaying them motherfuckers like $100 million. Get what they gonna do? They gonna lose.
You trying to conflate boxing with geopolitical concerns. Like, I don't think the payback from boxing is really his concern right now. Your concern is what the fighters.
People with that type of money that this motherfucker got, he's gonna get bored. He's gonna be like, you know what? I'm gonna lose.
Yeah, but the fans aren't asking. The fans aren't asking. The fans are asking for the fights.
All the fighters that went over there to get their money, they gonna come back over here and be like, well, shit, I made this money in my last fight. So
I mean, I heard, I got all that.
What do you want the fans to do? Go ahead.
What we haven't heard, what you haven't heard so far is that Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia went to Saudi Arabia, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, we have fights here that generate all kinds of money that probably the Saudis are not interested in, don't pay for, it's not even on their radar.
Yeah, because
it's an American fight.
And that's
correct.
The point. Bro, you a businessman, you an entrepreneur, bro, and I am too. Smoke. I have never seen an entity, and in this case, it's Saudi Arabia. I have never seen an entity get into a business. In this case, the business is boxing, bro. I ain't never seen an entity in my life and all my studies get into a business, not care about making money or being profitable in that business, and be good for that business at the same time. I've never seen it, bro.
But it depends on which department you're talking about. Let's say that sports and its entire thing is all in your marketing budget. Your marketing budget is always going to be an expense, no matter what that thing is. You could have a $3 billion marketing budget. As long as it gets you a percentage of return on your thing, then yes, it's a loss leader.
But they don't see money that way in Saudi.
As long as everybody up here and everybody in the chat is okay with, if this is the route that your favorite fighter got, because we got Tank Davis fans, Shakur fans, we got Devin Haney fans, we got Deontay Wilder fans, we got a lot of different fans in this fight. If you're okay with knowing that you'll probably never get to see your fighter live, if this is what's going on, then cool, bro.
That's a slippery slope. Come on, man. You know how much stuff has to change?
That's fighters not to take a $20 million deal. Like, what are we saying?
So I'm optimistic and you're pessimistic. I get it.
I'm gonna tell you where it stemmed from. This is where it stemmed from, right? It stemmed from these promoters and these teams and these fighters that are clearly fucking the B side, trying to make that shit go away by saying we can just go over to Saudi Arabia and get the bag. Fuck everything you done work for over here. Come fight me in Saudi Arabia or you a duck. That's where this shit stemmed from. That's why Bob Arum is saying the shit about Tank and Shakur Stevenson. That's where that 20 million fake ass, fraudulent ass offer came from. It all stems from.
I told you I was gonna get him. We got him.
Hold on.
Stop cutting me off. No.
Well, you capping though. We gotta call when you capping. We gotta call it out.
Right side. Let me finish, bro.
We gotta call it cap when it's cap.
It's no. There is no cap. There is no cap.
I can tell you why it's cap.
This shit stems from. Let's go to Saudi Arabia and get this bag so we can make your leverage disappear. That's where it comes from. Let's go to Saudi Arabia. They'll pay you what you want. They'll pay me what I want. And we can just fight in Saudi Arabia. Because if I fight you in America, if I negotiate with you based on my motherfucking leverage that I have or don't have, then I'm in a position where I don't have power. But if I take that out of your hand and I go over here to Saudi Arabia, then they'll pay me what I'm looking for. You pay me. You get paid what you looking for. We both win. I'm sorry, y'all. That ain't how business works. You don't get to win. You both don't get to have equal shit just because you think it's fair.
That's exactly how business works.
Bro, everybody don't get the equal shit. You're making what Saudi Arabia does.
Equal customers.
What Saudi
Arabia, I think
they
leverage only works if you actually have leverage. That's the thing. If you don't have the leverage, then you don't have the leverage.
Away, bro. They take that shit away. That's all that shit.
Right. That means it doesn't exist.
Well, then you can't complain, KO. You gotta make a better deal.
Listen, bro, just hear me out. Hear me out, bro. It's making the fact that Bob Arum is telling you that the fact that Shakur Stevenson got a fight on a fucking Thursday and can't sell for shit and got motherfuckers falling asleep in his goddamn fights. Saudi Arabia is making Bob Arum get on camera with a straight face and tell you that none of that shit matter. Tank Davis and him can just fight in Saudi Arabia. That's what it's doing, bro. It's making motherfuckers.
It sounds
You gotta then.
it sounds like KO.
Be able to tell you that all that shit, me not selling, fans not wanting to see me fight, motherfuckers not tuning in to my fight, motherfuckers unwilling to pay to watch me fight. None of that shit matters, because let's just go to Saudi, and if you don't come to Saudi with me, use a motherfucking duck.
KO, it sounds like it's what it sounds like at this current moment in time is that you more worried about a fighter than you worried about getting the fights. And the reason I say that is because I don't give a damn where they fight at. I don't give a damn what time they fight. Hold on. Let me finish. And so what it sounds like, and correct me if I'm wrong. I want you to correct me in this situation, KO. It sounds like you're more worried about what these individuals are going to do versus seeing the best fight the best. I don't care what the circumstances are. If I get to see the best fight the best, I don't give a damn what they make it. I don't give a damn about none of it. And so it seems like now in this situation, when you have an entity like Saudi Arabia who's willing to put up money that, according to you, you don't agree with, then now all of a sudden, you can't go over there and fight. You shouldn't go over there. No, I want to see the fight. I don't give a damn what you got to go to fight. I want to see the fight.
That's not what I'm saying, bro.
That's what it sounds like. That's why I said, correct me if I'm wrong. That's why I said that specifically.
You having a comprehension problem with what I'm saying, bro. What I'm saying is very simple. What that does in this situation, what we're talking about, is in a case where someone should have leverage over another person. People are trying to make that leverage go away by bringing up Saudi Arabia, when I guarantee you, I watched Bob Arum. When he had the fighter that was generating revenue, that motherfucker was making sure that he had that shit in America where that fighter was selling.
Bro, fuck the leverage, though. We're not worried about the leverage. We want to see the fight.
But that is how the shit works.
But if you can remove that and make both fighters satisfied with what they making, why wouldn't we support that? We should support that.
Because you're supporting somebody not getting what they work for. If I'm motherfucking
oh my God.
I'm motherfucking
so you're not worried about the fight. You're not worried about the fight. You're worried about how they're gonna you're worried about who's gonna get paid.
Right side, please stop cutting me off, bro. Please stop cutting me off, bro. What I'm telling you is that if anybody that has any brain, if you're an advisor of Tank Davis, if you're an advisor of Canelo Alvarez, these motherfuckers are not just going to let you take away all their leverage by saying we can just go get it over there then since I don't want to bend to you, even though I know I should. Because what happens is when them motherfuckers is the A side, that shit matter. The only people that are telling you the shit don't matter are motherfuckers who have the clear B-side fighter. When if it was Bob Arum that had Tank Davis, or it was Eddie Hearn that had Tank Davis, them motherfuckers would be trying to fight nowhere but fucking America, because they be trying to make money off of his ass. But they can't make money off of him, and they'd have to bend, and they fighter would have to fight on his network. They fighter would have to bend to his demands, and so as a result, they're acting like that shit don't matter. So let's just go to fucking Saudi Arabia to get the bag, so I can take away your leverage. My fighter can get paid, your fighter can get paid, and Saudi Arabia don't give a fuck about losing hundreds of millions. That's why they doing this shit.
Wait a minute, hold on, KO, hold on. KO. This is the hold on, bro. But this is the problem. I like to get in here. Let me say this. Let me just say this.
I got you. I just let you answer you. That's it.
I'm gonna let you cook. Let me just say this.
That's it.
Hold on. The problem is that as a fight fan, I don't give a fuck what any of them get paid. I want to see the fights. And if this is a way to stop this size of the street shit, and we got somebody who's willing to spend money on and lose money, according to you, I don't give a fuck about that. What I'm saying is, hold on, KO. You asked me not to cut you off. I went on mute. All I'm saying is at the end of the day, if they're gonna make the fights that we want to see happen, why would we be critical of that? I'm not worried about who did what and what the numbers are. I'm worried about the fight. I want to see niggas fight. And so, what's the problem if they're willing to lose money to make the fights? What's the problem?
You work hard, right side.
Okay. So here's the thing.
Hold on, Smoking, then you got it. You work hard, don't you, right side?
You already know what it is.
You a hard working man, bro. Straight up. You wouldn't let somebody take from you every fucking thing that you work for. It wouldn't make sense to you. And what I'm saying is guys like Canelo, guys like Tank Davis, guys that are in this position, they have worked hard by building a fan base, getting their name out there, marketing, how they fight, whatever it is, to where they have built their name up. And what we are saying is that we are cool with someone trying to come around and render that shit useless, all because the niggas that they are over in terms of this A side, B side shit don't want to accept the fact that they the B side. But when them niggas B side, hold on. When them niggas that's the B side right now,
let me respond though. Let me respond to it.
when they A side, they exercise all the leverage in the world. I'm the A side. You got to fight me in the Bay, even though I'm the challenger. I'm the A side, even though this shit for a vacant. You gonna fight me over here in Vegas under my terms. You gonna fight me in Jersey. It's cool. The A side, B side shit matter to motherfuckers when they the A side. But when they the B side, all of a sudden that shit don't matter no more. And that's not how that shit works on. You gotta be crazy if you think Tank Davis and his team have become profitable off of making fights for him here in America, are gonna be like, yeah, let's go over there where we don't give a fuck about no profit. Hold on. You don't want to meet my demands. Y'all gotta be crazy out your mind.
Hold on, KO. Let me just say this one thing. I want to say this one thing to KO. You know,
I do want to get in there.
I'm gonna let y'all jump in. All I'm saying is,
and then Smoke gonna go, and then I gotta cut the show. I don't have time for last words. It's getting late. I gotta run. But go ahead, right side.
I got you. All I'm saying is I understand what you're saying, but if I work over here the same way you know what I do, you know what it is. If I'm able to go get a bag and me and you can get a bag over there as well, you're going to get what you are wanting as far as the bag go. I'm going to get what I'm wanting. What's the problem? Why all of a sudden are we sitting here saying that, oh, no, it got to happen in the U? No, bro.
Because they only
I want to see the fight.
Right,
I want to, hold on.
They only couldn't guarantee checks. They cut you that guarantee check, and then you don't get none of the back end shit, bro. They cutting you that guarantee. They putting on the event. That's it. That's all.
And the guarantee is 30 million. That's the guarantee that they giving.
But what if you and I, because we're marketing here in America, because they come on at 10 o'clock at night because it's prime time. It's a big fight. Everybody want to see. What if you and I do 700,000 pay-per-views or 800,000 pay-per-views, and we get to get the back end money too on top of our guarantee? That's unlimited earning potential, bro. You taking that shit away from them all because you don't want to fight them where y'all both got the name at, where y'all both can get bread at, where y'all both can build the sport at. Instead, you want to go take an easy bag because you don't want to have to succumb to the shit that you would have to succumb to as being the person that's in the lesser of that. When in reality, when you on top of that, niggas ain't got no problem with it. Motherfuckers don't never have a problem with leverage and business and all of that shit when the business is in their favor. When Shakur is fighting fucking Robson Conceição, or Top Rank is having to negotiate a deal between Shakur Stevenson and Edwin De Los Santos, or Shakur Stevenson and motherfucking Frank Martin, and it's PBC, same fucking thing with Tank Davis. Oh, he ain't say shit about Saudi Arabia because they had all the leverage, because Shakur was his motherfucking A side. Because Shakur is that nigga when it come to them two. So now you got to bend to my demands. As long as Bob Arum and these dudes can be the guy that's making the demands, and they can be the one that's the A side, oh, that shit matters. Now, Frank, we fighting on ESPN. Now, Frank, the shit gonna be in Las Vegas. And if you don't like it, we'll just go to Edwin De Los Santos. Oh, but when Shakur becomes the B side and you get asked about motherfucking Tank Davis, now that shit's stupid. Oh, ain't no A side, B side. That shit's stupid. We could just go over to Saudi Arabia. If y'all
I'm gonna call you to talk to. I'm gonna call you to talk about this, KO.
It's a big fight. That's the only problem that you got.
You done
I
moved
just
the
want to get my
conversation.
thing off. You
moved
said
the
you got to. You
conversation
keep
from the
telling me.
fight to the business.
Let me hear. I want to hear
The whole
Smoke real quick.
conversation, bro. Like you done moved it.
Smoke.
I just want to say, man. Hey, listen, it's just I'm not going live, but Dub, if you go, it's cool. I'll go.
Just drop y'all link, man, and y'all go check them out. But I gotta let Smoke go. Then I'm going. Go ahead, Smoke.
Yeah. I'm just saying, when it comes right down to it, we're talking about being entrepreneurs. We understand in business there's such thing called market disruptors. The status quo is always upset when there's a market disruptor coming in. I remember when Deontay Wilder got a $12.5 million flat fee. Everybody in America went all crazy, and then $50 million was in the bag, Everybody else went crazy. And Al Heyman, when he came into the business, he got sued. Oscar De La Hoya, I believe their terms were like the judge laughed at him because he said they were disrupting the normal flow of commerce or something was their grievance. You know what? It's a brave new world. You thought you had leverage that apparently the global market doesn't acknowledge. If you want to talk about how you still are the captain of your own destiny, cool. You can do what everybody else that does when presented with an opportunity. You can say no to it. Right? That's the same leverage B side has, the same leverage A side has. If you don't like what's coming back at you, you get to say no, and then you can go back to playing your big fish in little pond status if that's what you want to do, and not talk about your actual global market value.
Already, but if they overpaying you, it ain't your market value. But I got y'all. Let me read the Cash App, bro. I got Rozilla with the 5-piece in the Cash App. He say the math, not math. Shout out to my homie Rozilla, man, coming through. Then I got
Hey, real quick, Walt, you go live. Go live, Walt. I can't go live tonight. You go live, Walt.
Whoever going live, y'all can drop y'all link if y'all are. And then shout out to the homie GXTV with the 3-piece in the Cash App. Great live tonight. Salute, man. It's always fun chopping it up with my brothers, man. And then shout out to the homie Rozilla back in that Cash App with the 5-piece. He say KO versus Dub debate, Saudi Arabia boxing. We can get it popping, bro. That's an easy
Hey, you
win.
know, for me.
Man, nah, bro.
I beat you the first time, respectfully. I beat you the first time, but
you ain't never beat me in nothing.
Hey,
Look, man, I appreciate every last one of y'all that came up here, bro. Y'all is my brothers and sisters, man. I'm glad that y'all came and kicked it with me. I gotta run. Usually we give last words, but I don't have time for it tonight. So I want to say salute to Drink, Crush.
Hey, shout out to Miss KO. Shout out to Miss KO, man.
Miss KO. I'm on the way back there. Shout out to everybody donating the Cash App and the Super Chats. I appreciate y'all. We'll be live back again Sunday morning with the Singing OG KQKC at 9 a.m. And then I'll be live my regular time next week, Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Central Time. Check out the members videos that we drop. Check out the everyday content that we drop, man. And please subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Shout out to Official Everything coming through with a 10-piece real quick right before we end the show. He say, good show, bro. I appreciate you. Official Everything. And shout out to every last one of y'all. We'll catch y'all later on, man. And with that, we out of here. Peace out, bro.